What's
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
It is Tuesday. It is January the 14th, and we are right here for you in the studio, coming at you 100% live. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Never recorded.
Never recorded. We
Only
are
when we run a best
not
of.
AI.
Not AI. Totally live.
There will be a best of on Friday.
There will be
That will be
best
AI on
of,
Friday.
but we will be coming in to do the best of live.
That's right.
We're just going to redo segments we really enjoyed.
Well, I mean, we got a busy week. We got Rizzuto Night of the Blues on Thursday, which is sold out. Thank you guys very much.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Got to run a show yesterday. Got to see kind
Did you
of a
guys read over it?
preview. Yeah.
Did you? And everybody read over their run a show for Thursday?
Yes.
Everybody okay with everything?
Yes.
I don't want to wear a Speedo, though.
You and me, bestie.
I said you'd be okay with it.
Okay.
Oh, just do it for the kids.
It's for the kids. That's right.
Oh, you know what you are? You are interviewing the kids on
I
ice.
know. I'm so excited. Scott and I are doing that.
Yeah.
That's fun. I do that every year.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about hockey, so I don't know what I'm going to talk to these kids about.
Well, okay. So in between the first and second period, they have a youth hockey team, usually like an 8U team.
Yeah.
The little
so
kids.
cute.
You know, they come out on the ice for, 2 minutes and they play, and Louis is out there with them. You know, they got some refs out there with them, and then you interview the kid at the bench.
Yes. I'm going to take it completely seriously.
Uh-huh.
You
and
have
do
to.
it like it's NBC.
Yeah.
What do you think about the wildfires in California, kids?
Yeah.
He starts crying. He starts crying. No, I do a little pre-interview before.
What do you mean, like to talk to them off the mic?
Well, I before they hit the
He
ice,
vets them.
I go down to the locker room. I go, hey, which one of you little brats is going to be on the mic with me?
Oh, no.
The little kid goes, I'll do it. All right, Thatcher.
Rizzuto.
Then you smash that kid, make an example out of him.
Thatcher, here's what I'm going to ask you.
Oh, I'm not giving him the questions beforehand.
Oh, you
wow.
gotta.
I'm a real journalist.
You gotta.
Wow.
I want the real.
Beware.
Give
You
me
want the
that
real.
fear.
You want the real scoop of what's going on
Yeah.
with
I like turtles.
the
Is your father
Kirkwood
single?
8U team.
Yeah. How much money does your dad make?
When he plays hockey, he's doing okay, I guess.
Yes. These are questions that
Yeah.
we need to know.
Is your dad hot? Where's he at? Get the jumbotron on
Yes.
his hot single divorced dad.
You go, what's your smelliest piece of hockey equipment?
How bad do your
world
pads
wants to know.
smell?
The world wants to know the smelliest piece of hockey equipment.
Who's the smelliest kid on this team? 3,
Yes.
2, 1. I'll count him down. He'll know
Jack.
pressure.
What? Well, have fun.
I will.
Thank you.
I didn't look at it yet. I'm not going to lie to you. So I don't know what I'm doing. I like the element of surprise.
Fly by the seat of your pants, right?
I'm an
Well,
improv guy.
Rafe, you and I open it up.
That's great. That means
Everything
I
will be
stand
under
behind
control.
you and you do all the work.
I think we're done by the third period, right?
Right on. And then we party with our people.
Party with the people.
I texted Tina last night. I wanted to see if she was coming, and she is. Pretty jacked.
Your wife ain't coming, Moon?
No. Nah, I think she has a meeting. I
Nah,
think she
ma.
is busy.
My wife will be there with the kids.
Yeah. Is Al coming?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Tim
it's
will
gonna
be
be a
there
good
as
time.
well.
All right.
And Jerry and Jill and my Irish nephew cousin Joey will be there.
Nice. All right.
Straight off Ireland. He's adopted. Like,
Straight
wow.
out of Ireland.
Ah, Ken.
I will introduce you to my adopted family members. You guys
yes,
can talk.
we'll be instant best friends.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You're
sure.
adopted?
Hey.
I'm adopted.
I'm adopted.
Oh, my God. We got something in
Wow.
common.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy, though? So Joey, he's like in his 60s. He really is from Ireland, and he was adopted in the, 50s or whatever. And
By adopted, they bought a sack of potatoes and he was in it and they kept it.
Oh, for sure.
That's how you get kids from Ireland,
But
right?
then check it out, man. He got to meet he knows his real Irish family. He goes over there like every other year because he finally got to like know them. And it was the most beautiful thing ever. When
How old is he?
I mean, he's like in his late 60s. This is Jerry, my stepdad's nephew.
So was he recently adopted?
No, this
Yeah.
was like, long
Adopted
time
at
ago.
50.
Now, when he showed up and they all had accents and he didn't, was he like, sorry, wrong family?
No, you kind of fall into it. Like when you go there.
He just started instantly,
Instantly.
speaking with an Irish accent. It was
Instantly.
like, I'm home.
I'm home.
Okay. Our
Well, that'll
friend,
be.
Our friend Sophia's coming, but they're not adopted. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Is it all right if I bring a non-adopted person?
I will ignore
I don't know.
them, but yes,
Okay.
please bring them.
I will not even
they can't
introduce
be
them to
friends
you.
with me.
I won't even introduce them to you.
Everybody bring an
Like, don't
adopted
talk to that guy.
friend.
Yeah, I'm busy talking to my brethren.
Well, I tell you what, I've been digging sleeping downstairs in the basement in my own room.
I don't think you're ever going back to
I
your
don't think
primary
so.
suite.
Yeah, you have mentioned it every single day.
I don't think so. Well, I'm really trying to decorate.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to make the room my own. Like I'm trying to relive. If I had my own room in the basement in the 90s,
Yeah.
what it would be.
Like a Pam Anderson poster.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Like, because if you didn't know, we're getting our master bathroom remodeled.
Rich. Sorry.
How much that set you back? Like 50K?
Sorry, man. I meant to hit the cough button.
Stop it.
Dude, I got a bucket under my defunct tub, and I'm still taking baths because
Yeah.
I'm poor white trash.
Yeah, she's home. She's got a
Okay.
Home Depot bucket.
Hey.
Getting her dirty crack water
Let's be
collected in the
honest.
basement.
You asked if the guy does a good job. Let me have his name. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But I just saved for like 10 years. Okay, back to you.
Right now, she's her
I'm saving actively, but I'm also
dirty butt
taking...
water's leaking through the. Her dirty soup can.
I'm getting a
turd
high-end-
water is leaking out the bottom of the tub into a
It's
Home
true.
Depot bucket in the basement.
I'm
Tim
getting
is-
a high-end bidet installed. That's
Tim
what's
is
taking
selling
so
my
long.
bath water on eBay right now. Okay,
Dude, that was
He's
a
making a lot
hilarious-
of money.
You got the room. Are you doing the double? Are you doing a toilet and a bidet next to it?
Oh, you
seen
should.
that. That's-
Are you doing a full body bidet?
Shower bidet. He put one in the shower.
Yeah, but
Every drain.
every 2 feet in the bathroom.
A
has a
bidet.
bidet.
Oh, good.
We just
There's
really want to
14
make sure our
bidets.
butts are...
He actually put a bidet in the foyer. So when you take your shoes off when you walk in, you have to clean your butt.
Wipe your
in Riz's
feet, wipe your
house.
butt.
Yo, you got one of those rainfall shower heads? What kind of shower? Give us like a walkthrough of what this shower and situation is going
Do
to
you
look
have multiple shower heads? That's all I need.
No, it's a one shower
Yeah.
head
You
situation.
didn't
Like
put in the
normal
old
cycle?
It won't be after this, will it?
the romance. The
No, there's
double-headed
one shower head.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is there a little
What about
ledge to sit on in the shower?
Yeah, what about the remodel? Is it going to have multiple? Take us.
No,
You
it's
had to swing a second shower head, huh? Sad.
No, spending it all in the bidet.
Okay.
all the budget.
You bathe in the bidet while she takes a shower.
All the budget went to the bidet.
Come on, you're doing a bathroom remodel with a bathroom the size of yours, and you didn't elect to have the rain shower or whatever the heck it is with the multiple heads.
No.
Whoa, with the lights and
We're getting
everything?
a nice size tub in there.
Did any of
A
you guys?
standalone tub or
walk-in.
built-in?
It's a standalone.
It's a walk-in tub, yes.
Yeah, it has a door.
Oh man,
It's a dive-in.
That time of life, huh? You've reached that age.
no,
huh?
it's the door, so I don't have to
It's like
climb in the tub.
Yeah, you have to get in and then fill it.
Yeah.
It comes with these little adhesive seashells that he put in his bottom for traction.
How do those things even work? Like they can't be good, right? Like maybe the first week those walk-in tubs work.
When
but
you're
then the
old and you
sealant-
want to bathe.
Wait, what do you mean?
They can't be. They're not made to be long term because they're not for people that are going to be here very long.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
There's
what
no
are you
way.
guys saying?
Dude, it's an active crack in the side of your bathtub.
And we
Because
all
of
know
that door.
active cracks eventually leak.
You don't
That's
think
right.
you don't think we in 2025 we got some door technology to make the door
No,
sealable?
dog.
No,
You been to a hotel with their little plastic thing at the bottom, and you're just like, who designed this? It's just like the whole bathroom floor is wet.
Why, I'm taking a shower at a hotel?
Yeah, it'll have it'll be like the swanky looking shower, and you'll get in, and it'll have like the little rubber
Yeah.
thing at the bottom that's supposed to be keeping the water in, and you get out, and it just looks like
Everything is
somebody threw
flooded.
water balloons while you were in the
Everything is
shower.
flooded.
We don't know what we're doing.
The grossest thing is if you have a shower curtain at a
Ew.
hotel.
And I
Ew,
do.
And
you
you have, to
touch
put
it.
you have to put the shower curtain inside
Yeah,
the tub.
you-
And then you're trying not to let it touch you as you're
God.
also trying
and it
to bathe.
sticks to you.
Accidentally touch it and you go.
Your
That's why I like Drury, because they have the ones that always, they're round or whatever.
Yeah.
They go
So
out.
it gets a little bit further. But yeah, the walk-ins are
Now
bad because you do that, you have to wait for the whole thing to drain out. So they have to sit in there the whole time. And the water gets cold by the end. So
Right.
they're
Yeah.
freezing.
And they die of hypothermia.
Yes.
Well, now that
So if you want to kill your grandparents or parents, buy them a walk-in tub.
that's
Okay.
right.
Well, it's that or stink.
But at least when you get them out, you can just open the door and they can just be washed out.
Fun.
into the body bag.
I'm sure those things, do they drain quickly? I
You
don't
just
know. I
open
don't
the
know
body
how that-
bag and you open the door and
Yeah, they're
the
draining
current-
out in the floor.
the current just washes your grandma into the bag. You zip her up and you take her out of the house.
I don't know how the walk-in tubs work.
I just know that a friend of mine, he was an older guy. He put one in. He used it one time, and because it took so long to drain and it was so cold by the time he was done, he never used it again.
Like,
And he spent all that money on it.
so you sit in the tub and then you close the door and it fills up.
Yeah, you have to.
Dude,
Well, what do you think?
but
You
it
fill it?
leaks.
then?
No, but I mean,
There was one person that they had to be like, you got to get in first because they probably filled it up, opened the door to get in. This thing's faulty.
I can't open
This
the door.
thing's defective.
The door's too heavy.
Grandpa, you can't open the door after it's full.
Also, how much does that suck? You know, because you're not getting the temperature of the water right. So Harold's just in there.
hey, you're in the tub.
Waiting.
Sucks. Waiting for the tub to
Harold
fill.
and his old sag ass.
Yeah,
is
you're just
waiting.
watching your balls get eclipsed by, and it's taking a while.
And this is your daily
All I'm
reminder
imagining,
to maintain mobility.
all I'm imagining
Yes.
is so an old guy sitting on a. Is there a chair in there?
There's a chair.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
guess if you're
with
rich.
his hanging balls and the
Yeah.
water level's going up as his balls are going up too.
Oh yeah, it's buoy central.
Yeah, they're like
Yours
it's
floats?
like the little bulb in the back of a toilet that knows when to shut the water off.
It's a no
Just
wake
his
zone.
balls.
Okay, no wake zone.
When his balls hit,
Oh, now I know why it's called that.
when his balls hit his chin, he knows it's time to turn the water off.
Yeah, it shuts off automatically.
Uh-oh. There's the overflow lever.
Can't see him anymore.
And then
Just a bubbly set of nuts come up and just doink, hit him right in the chin.
yeah, you're just in the water.
I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm still beside myself that you did not elect to do multiple shower heads.
I'm okay. Can I be perfectly
You
transparent?
didn't
Here
think
we
about
go.
it till
Let's
now.
hear it now.
I don't really know.
You let Meals design the whole thing.
There could be 3 shower heads for all you
Yeah, he's
Which
going to
is
have
great.
a rainforest in there. Is one coming from
This
this
is her-
direction, another one over there?
There's the
This is her
Rainforest Cafe in there.
Dude, it's going to have sounds, and you're going to turn the thing on, and like music's going to go.
Be great.
Nepalese bowls are going
It's
to
like
be
a water slide. He has no clue.
I have no. This is her project.
You know what I've been
I
getting
will
ads
talk to her
for?
on Thursday.
And I'm curious if anyone uses this. I'm getting a lot of ads for this, like a filtered shower head for hard water, where you put it on and it's got like little replaceable filters.
Oh yeah. On our,
Can't decide if that's a good investment.
in
or
our
a
last
scam.
house, my father-in-law.
Because we have hard water here, right? It's like 80% hard water.
Yeah, in the last house, my father-in-law insisted we have one on our shower head, so he took it upon himself to install it, and he ripped the shower head out of the wall and then blamed me.
Huh.
Did you get the soft water shower head filter?
It never worked
Well,
because again, he ripped the thing out of the wall. Don't know how that happened, and then blame me.
Yeah, you know, so hard water can dry out your skin and hair, worsen your skin condition. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think if you want that, that's a good thing
Sure.
to have.
I just don't know if it's a scam.
I don't know.
Stuff
I have
like
a
that
water
screams
softener at the
scam
house.
to me.
To me, the best kind of water is well water because my in-laws have that at their home. My hair looks shinier. It's, I mean, it's kind of got a weird smell to it.
Yeah,
But
it's
other
stanky.
than that, it's
We got
the
a
best.
water softener at the house, and if I remember to fill it with salt, it's great.
Yeah.
Well,
It's great. So it's my wife's project. All I know is I didn't want to spring for the heated floors.
Do you have a towel warmer?
We do it. We will have a towel warmer.
Then you're set. Don't
That's what
worry
I
about
said.
it.
I
Yeah.
said if we're going to get a towel warmer, we don't need a heated floor.
No.
I've never complained about my feet being cold.
No. You wear slippers at the house?
No.
you wear shower shoes like prison?
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually wear a bathing suit when I go in to take a shower.
You do.
Yeah.
Wear that American
Because
flag Speedo.
I'm embarrassed.
I get it.
I look at my reflection and disgusted.
That is a man thing. Tim will, when he's like changing in between going to our walk-in closet to our bathroom and our bedroom, he will hide himself as if I've never seen him in the buff
Really?
before. Yeah, and I get really aggravated because I'm like, what are the perks of being married and living with somebody if you can't watch them
Yes,
Yeah.
walk
with
around
no
naked?
kids.
Yeah, we have no
Exactly.
kids. The cats don't care.
Man, that's crazy.
I mean,
Well,
and he does
so
this
you
thing.
think.
He does the, and he doesn't mind that I'm talking about this because I want to shame him. He does the Silence of the Lambs like
Tuck.
and like he'll kind of walk by.
Wow, that's-
Like I am.
Oh, the goat?
What
I
is
don't know,
this?
I bet he doesn't love that you just said that.
That is awesome.
He's Buffalo Bill in it, dude. It's a mess.
Well,
Put
if
on
it bends
Goodbye
over,
Horses.
that's the fruit bowl.
He puts on Goodbye Horses as he gets out of the shower.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
like a big old fat person?
No, so we're getting this bathroom thing done, and we had to move out of the master bedroom. So my wife's upstairs, sharing upstairs with the kids, and I'm down in the basement. And I'm thinking, man, if I grew up in this house and I was a teenager, like my son's 15, how this kid is not wanting to move down here is amazing. I wonder if he even thinks about it.
He probably doesn't think it's an option. Is that where people, when they stay at your home, that's where they stay?
Yeah, but if my son was like, hey, man, I want to move downstairs, I think I would want that for him.
Do you think you will now?
Oh, dude.
Meals
I
would
would have
want
done that.
that.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I came
I
of
would've
age,
been- yeah.
where I understood that was even possible, which would probably have been like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I would have
I
been
don't-
lobbying at 10,
Oh,
Yeah, I don't even think that. I don't even
getting the
think-
bill ratified at 12,
Yeah. How
and
can I
passing
put,
it into law at 13,
How can I
and I'd have
put
been down there.
miles of distance between me and the parental
Right.
units?
I don't think that's even in his head.
Oh,
Also, it's just like you have your own little apartment.
It is. I
Yeah.
did that when I moved back home. Like when I broke up with my live-in boyfriend and I moved back home for like a moment while I was getting on my feet. And I lived in the basement because my sister was in my old room. And I felt very disconnected, but it was like so cold down there and dark and dingy. I don't
Oh,
know.
you didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
Kept you
My-
from getting comfortable back at home, though.
Yeah, it did.
Got you out of there.
My daughter has the basement, because she's the oldest in the house, and she's got the basement bedroom, and it's been talked about like, hey, we should, rotate. And she's like, no,
Nah.
not here.
Perks of
That
being
one
the
is the
older
golden
one.
We're not doing that.
That's the room you stayed in,
Yeah.
right?
But I always felt like when I was a kid, if someone had a basement and they got their room was down there, that family was rich.
Oh, yeah.
Like that is nice.
Basement bedroom.
A basement
Yeah,
bedroom.
it doesn't
if I-
exist
we're
in
on a
my,
slab,
in my
dude.
universe.
When I was, and you
We're
have
in a
this.
split level house. The basement bedroom.
There's no basement bedroom.
When we had, when
No?
I was, my best friend's house growing up, his older brother had the basement, had a water bed, tight. That's cool.
Yeah.
And it was a walkout basement. So he had doors. He never had to, like, when he'd come home after a few, been drinking a little bit or something, he could always just sneak in the basement, get right into his room. Got him right past all of the lasers.
All security.
Yeah, dude.
He
got
bypassed security.
bypass security. He was like TSA pre-check.
Yeah, he had a pre-check.
to just get downstairs and stay out of trouble.
Now, my
I'm
buddy
like, that's
Chris
tight.
had a split level house,
Yeah.
and if you'd come back to his place hammered, you just go right down the stairs, and right to the right there was his bedroom.
Oh no, so we didn't. That's not how ours was. My parents' split level is, or it's considered a 1.5 story. That's what they call it, but it's a split level. You open the door, and you're on a landing. You have to go
Yeah.
up or down. If you go down, on the left is my dad's layer, which you can see. So like everything is connected, if you will. But it's like a 10 by, I don't know, maybe 20 or 25 room, but it's just one room with hard tile. It looks like a hospital from the 1920s.
Yeah.
It's like green tile and brick wall and a back door. And if you turn right, it's unfinished storage.
Oh, so it could have been finished at some point, maybe.
Well, at the sacrifice of every ounce of storage.
right.
There is no, it's the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine fixing that up as a kid and having that as your room?
Yes, I can. Like I said, at 10 years old, if I had the option, or that would have been an option in the family, I'd have done that 100%. I mean, it's a pretty like dingy old basement, but
Although knowing what would go on in the basement bedroom, would I or should I be encouraging my son to even ask that question when I move to the basement?
what do you mean, like video games and?
No,
and fun?
it's the bypassing security. It's
Yep.
the
Yeah, but you got a security system. We're not talking about the 80s. This is a different game.
He's a pretty good kid.
Well, clearly, if it doesn't want the basement bedroom.
Again, I don't even think he
The
is
girl,
thinking
I would
about
never
it.
let go down there. Your daughter, no way.
Why?
She's got too much
Yeah.
of you in her, dude. She's got too much.
Eye of
Liz
the
in her.
tiger. She's got the eye of the tiger.
She's got the O. She's got a hard O at the end of her name.
Yeah, so I'm down there and I'm like, all right. Finally, I got my own basement bedroom. Now thinking about putting decor up.
A Lamborghini, going to the book fair. You gonna go to the Scholastic Book Fair and get a few cool posters to hang there, man?
So think about this. What is no longer cool to have as decor when you're in your 40s?
Oh, inflatable
Scarface.
furniture.
Yeah.
Inflatable furniture.
That is true.
Whoever had
Scarface
that?
poster, beer
Oh, girls.
pyramid, any kind of liquor bottle as decoration.
And that's the
Yes.
first thing I was going to do was put empty liquor bottles on the windowsill.
Check it out, dude. It's a Hennessy bottle, but I put a candle in the top of it.
Right on.
Pretty sweet.
Okay, I got it at Little Hills Winery Festival. Actually, I bought it like that.
Any poster depicting a scene from Pulp Fiction, Scarface.
Yeah.
Anything you would get at your first day of college
All right, I'm
living in the
thinking about
dorms.
this. So I had friends in high school that on their windowsill had empty liquor bottles. What parent would go down there and go,
Oh, that's
okay,
cool.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Like empty bottle of Bacardi 141, empty bottle of Southern Comfort. I mean, this is all out on the windowsill. Like nothing. I can't imagine at my house doing that.
If you heard that one of your kids' friends had that, what do you do?
How would I find out about that?
I don't know, but let's just say that I found out about it. What do you do?
A picture. Your son takes a picture in the
And I
room.
see in the
You
background.
see in the background. There's Bacardi 151,
What do you do?
Hypnotic.
I mean, you go, are you drinking?
And they say, of course not.
So, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? So I got to make sure that they don't drink and drive or get in a car with somebody who's boozing. You just kind of,
Cross your fingers.
Yeah.
well,
So you can't stay the night?
That's what you just
hammer
said.
that home.
Yeah, I mean, you do all. I
You-
get it.
You have the
Do
speech
all you
again.
can.
Hey, I'm not naive. You're in high school.
Does make you nervous though.
Of course it does.
Do you tell him not to stay the night?
Well, I don't know, man. Just sucks. 'Cause it's so Hoosier. It's so Hoosier, dude.
Yeah, but this is an age-old thing.
I know.
Yeah, I'm nervous all the time. Yeah, now my boy's got, his buddies who have their license and he gets picked up. You got to have that chat.
And you know that one friend that you're like, oh no, they gave Jimmy a license? God, I can't trust that kid with anything. They gave him a license?
I hope he doesn't get pissed I say this, and I hope the kid is not listening. But he's got a buddy who refuses to put the car in reverse.
Oh, like he's not comfortable?
He's not comfortable backing out of
Oh,
anything.
God, no, dude. But he passed the test. Give him
He
a license.
passed the test.
That's good.
He's
He'll
This
get
kid-
there.
he's eliminated an entire direction
Yeah.
from his abilities. But let's give him a license.
He
So-
refuses to back up.
He's not
What?
driving. He's not driving to impress girls. Then
No, he's not.
Well, unless
Can
he's on a
confirm.
motorcycle, he's going to have to back up at some point,
I
right?
say, hey, why doesn't your buddy, driving to school? He goes, well, he doesn't want to go in the parking lot at the high school because he'll have to back out of a space. I go, what?
I thought they had a valet at that school.
He could parallel park like a professional.
Oh, yeah, Lafayette High School. They have a valet. I forgot. It's Wildwood.
Don't forget to tip.
Yeah,
It's white glove service up there. I go,
Oh,
what?
man.
He won't back out of a space?
Hey, at least
No,
he got that going. He's not driving that much, right? When your son's not getting in a
Think
car
how
with
many
him.
times you have to back out of something a day. I guess you could drive and put yourself in a position where you don't have to back out of anything. How?
Dude, I have. It's
I go,
been.
how does he get in? How does he get out of his driveway? Because he parks in the street.
It's been a while, but my wife had a real issue with parallel parking. Like she, I'm sure she was fine at it, but she wasn't confident, so she refused to do it. And we would go places, and we meet somewhere after work or something like that, and I'd be sitting in there waiting, and then she'd show up like 5 minutes later. I go, hey, I thought you said you were here. She's like, oh yeah, I had to park all the way down there. She would go miles out of her way
To not parallel park.
to not parallel park. And I was like, you're just costing yourself pain here. Just learn the skill.
Everybody's car now has backup cameras.
I know. Yes,
And this kid has a fairly new car.
Oh, I was going to say, maybe he has an old car.
No.
Maybe the backup camera doesn't work.
No.
Maybe his mirrors are not visible.
Listen.
He's gonna have to do it.
If only there was
we're all
giant
bad
parking
at it
lots.
when you start parallel parking.
This is just backing up.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a poor thing. It's weird. You're
Get
going
that kid a
backwards.
video game, like a driving sim.
Are wine corks no longer acceptable as decoration in somebody's house?
I would like to discontinue it. Yeah, I would prefer it go away. My mother.
A little jar full of wine corks.
Do they make art? There are I was talking about the craft fair and those different things. There are booths that just sell wine cork art.
I know.
Like they'll do a wine cork design and then put resin on it. You've seen those?
Yeah.
Like they'll do cutting boards like that, or big like little coaster things, or big wall hangings of wine cork art.
I'm thinking of putting a weapon on the wall. Maybe buy like a sword.
Katana?
Yes.
I have some weapons.
Here's what I think's out.
I've told you about my Civil War replica rifles and things.
I got it.
I've got
money.
the
Got a bunch of
collection.
Confederate money.
If you need some.
Put some of that up. I got a friend that's got, I walked into his place, well into his 40s, and he's got, he had the Klingon weapon that Worf uses in Star Trek Next Generation. It's not even a real, it's like, dude, it looks like a half moon.
Yeah.
It's bladed. He's like, he used that in episode 127 when he fought his way out of the I don't even know, the Romulan.
Was it a replica or the real thing?
I mean, it was a replica, but it was like he had.
it wasn't even actually from the show.
No. It was just like one he
awesome.
bought. And then he had
Like that would matter.
He had two
What?
katanas.
It'd be so valuable.
This guy's a do martial arts, by the way. He just had two katanas and I can't, like some kind of thing on the wall looked like a Chinese dragon.
Yeah, man. When a chick
excuse
walks
me,
in here, their
it's just
panties
a
melt
dragon.
off.
I mean,
with
just down the
No,
pennies.
it had
though.
Chinese writing on it. It was definitely a Chinese dragon.
Those are throwing stars, not Chinese stars. That's
Excuse me.
not the correct nomenclature.
What if they're from China?
They're definitely made
They're
in
still
China.
called throwing stars, and I thank you to respect it.
Throwing stars.
Yeah, you should go to that store that's always in closing malls that has all that stuff.
Before
Like
I take
weaponry,
the sigh
yes.
off the, the
Stuff
wall.
to put on the wall.
Yeah, it's like we.
I should do that, man. I should get some martial arts weaponry and just mount it on the wall if I really want to
I
go.
went in his kitchen after, and he had his kitchen deco was mounted. I forgot these even existed. Do you remember commemorative plates?
Oh yeah.
He had Star Trek Next Generation commemorative plates. So it was like Jean-Luc Picard, Riker, and the
You
Starship
could either put them on a
Enterprise.
shelf. They would have
Well, he had like a little holder on the wall that would hold them up to display them.
yeah, nice.
No. And I'm like, hey, man, you got to take all this. You can't bring it.
Yeah, I know
over
somebody
here.
that had the Dale Earnhardt
Yeah,
commemorative
dude.
plates.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not
forget.
license plates, dinner plates.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Not license plates.
Oh, dude.
They looked like round plates, and they were mounted on the wall.
That's what these were.
Next to the
They
shuriken.
look like,
Dinner plates.
yeah, they look like a little, maybe a little smaller.
Yeah.
But yeah, like cough saucers. And I was like, man,
Those
you gotta
were-
take this stuff down, dude. You can't. You're
Hey.
Those were very
We're all-
in at one point.
We're all okay with landscape paintings on buzzsaw blades, right?
I don't
on,
know.
cir-
I
on
know
circular
what you're
saw,
talking
on circular saw
I don't
blades?
know what
I'm
that is.
indifferent.
handsaw.
What?
I'm indifferent on that.
Yeah, dude, an old barn and a wheat field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brother.
Snow-covered barn on a.
Yeah, you
On
give, me
a
a
circular
little,
saw?
you give me a little Ansel Adams on a saw blade, and I'll go right to sleep.
That's decoration of my mom's house.
Yeah,
for sure.
is it really?
Oh yeah.
You guys never saw that? Oh, dude, this is the difference in our families. Let me show you.
Okay, you guys didn't live.
Yeah.
No, is this to go in the house that has a coffee table made out of a spool?
Yeah, man.
Like a
Yeah,
like a cable spool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
No, this
you
is a
can you
farmhouse.
can get the carved ones, with like the bass or the rodeo guy or something like that, or you get this.
If you're rich,
grandmother
yeah.
had these
If
in
you're
the
rich, you
kitchen.
can get the carved ones, dude.
yeah, if it's the dining room,
You just get the painted.
Yeah, or the handsaw.
Oh,
Painted
circular
circulars.
saw blade seascape painting.
Yeah.
$35.
see, we wouldn't have had the seascape because none of my family saw the ocean.
It's the other one. Look up there, the barn and the wagon.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, this
Oh,
is it.
my
See, we
God.
had
Go up
the
a little
handsaw
bit.
version
Go to
of
the
that with the
$100
barn.
one on Etsy. Now
Oh my
that's
goodness!
an artist.
Oh yeah, sawmill.
Well, it's great because it doubles as a weapon if you have an intruder. So if you
Exactly.
put this in your kitchen and somebody's coming through, you can just,
Like, that's a
ninja
legit
star
saw
that
blade.
thing
Maybe
across
that's what
their
my.
neck.
Yeah,
What
you're
did you
right.
think I was saying?
Maybe my friend should have
I
the
don't know.
Klingon weapon painted.
This
He'd
is-
had like a nice streamscape painted on the Klingon weapon. It would have not been as wouldn't
Cheesy.
Have, yeah, wouldn't have stood out as much.
Think of how meta this is. A sawmill on a saw blade. Tell you what, man.
Wheat
And
mill,
this
brother.
is art, huh?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it
the
is.
art of
This is
Missouri.
future art. Yes.
Okay, again, to go along with the coffee table that's made out of a cable spool.
Yeah. That's cabin decoration, I feel like. You can get away with that in a log cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Maybe
a,
an A-frame, but you're pushing it.
as an almost 50-year-old person, a beanbag chair is a little too much, right?
We just donated
love
another one.
sack.
of those
Yeah, I
dang
love a
things.
love sack, though. Those things are fun.
Man, they would be if they weren't like $6,000.
What about a papasan chair?
What are those?
The ones with they look like a half, they almost just look like a suction cup with a pad in them made out of like bamboo, and they sit on a little stand, but they're not connected.
Oh, I don't know.
You can really
It's
fall
one of
out.
those- it's a little
You
circular
can bang your
thing.
way out of one in college, I can tell you
okay.
that. Yeah, those.
I thought it was
Those are
that
cool.
chair with the hole in it.
But it moves. You can kind of fit two people on it as long as you're not.
Yeah, that'll look cool.
Plus size.
These things always look comfortable, and then they are comfortable for like
You have to be of a certain age. to get-
11 minutes. And
So,
then
I
you
mean,
go,
I think
what
of
am
a
I
certain
doing?
age-
I don't
get
think
comfortable
40
in
and
those.
50-year-olds have any business getting in and out of those.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
We get
Once
to
you
live in
get
a
in,
seashell.
you're not getting out.
It's like a hammock.
You could plop into one of those, but then you got to roll out
Look at that, a double.
They move.
Hey, check and see if Rawlings has made one that's a glove.
like a glove.
Oh yeah. All this is just a classy version of the glove chair. You remember the glove chairs that they used to have for
Yeah.
like teenagers and stuff? I'm sure Saved by the Bell featured one.
Yeah.
Like the big hand.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
hand chair, but they made like a baseball.
I didn't realize you're supposed to sit on a palm. I was.
Yeah, you just
No, you
sit
sat
on,
on the
a thumb.
finger.
on the
Yeah,
fingers.
I didn't know I was doing
Down
it
the
wrong.
fingers, huh, Scott? Did anybody have in their room as a kid like a shelf and put their boombox up on the shelf? Like, what was your stereo system like in your room?
I had a
Awesome.
3-disc changer.
It was in my headboard for a while because I had headboard shelves, so I would have it right behind my pillow.
Oh, heck yeah. That's a nice
Surround
setup.
sound.
I went through multiple boom boxes. The best one was that double take one,
Yeah, oh,
one,
yeah.
like the classic one. I had that.
The
and,
With the
Magnavox.
with the speakers that came off?
my speakers did not come off. Now that was way later. That was like 90s. This was like an 80s version one.
No, my late 80s one had the speakers that came off. So it was like a boombox with a handle.
Yeah.
Did not have a CD player. You had a,
Oh, no.
You had an
This
aux.
was before CDs.
You had an aux to CD player. But it had the two speakers that clipped off the side. And you could run speaker cable.
And you got that in the 80s?
Late 80s, yeah.
Holy crud. No, I didn't get that. No, I had like, and this was light too. It's kind of thin. Some of those were bigger. This was like a
Yeah,
thin
this was a
one.
thicker one.
This was a thinner one. And I remember when it went down, I think my neighbor had one and I begged for that one because I just loved this boombox. You could tape anything. You could tape it off the radio. You could tape it off of another tape.
Oh, yeah.
It was just, dude, it was like the most incredible machine I'd ever had. I had that until my like teen years, and that's when you start getting into speakers. And I think somebody died or something, and we were cleaning out their house, and I found these old wooden speakers with speaker wire, and I was like, I could figure this out. And I had some sort of system. And then you find out, oh, wait, I need a receiver, and I need one of these, and I need one of these. So I walked up to Best Buy because I knew I couldn't bike back with it, and I bought a receiver. And then it was speaker collection, mission, go.
Dang.
And it was like every couple months I was coming across some cheap speakers that some friend was selling or something, and I was just collecting speakers and trying different speakers and putting them all through
Yeah,
the room and
I
running
never
stuff
was
everywhere.
into speakers.
I just wanted it as loud as possible. It was awesome, dude. That's when like I discovered like rock and roll, and the more speakers, the better.
I inherited my dad's like 1970 Pioneer stack
Whoa!
with the wood
nice.
back. And
Oh, yeah, the
it
wood
has
back.
the light up, dude. It is so sweet. And then I got these two huge standalone speakers that are also from the 70s that I need to take in because the sub is like bleeding really bad. But man, there is nothing. I mean, it goes when you turn that bass up and that treble down, my whole house just like
That's awesome.
Man, that's
vibrates.
Yeah,
It's so
that's
cool.
I was,
Dion's
that,
truck.
I was that nerdy kid that was going over to Best Buy and some other places. Remember they used to have the big giant rooms of just speakers, and you'd hit this button and then try this button, and it was just like, oh my god, one
Yeah.
day I'm gonna have money to buy all this crap.
Well, my dad surprised me one time. He found a deal at Walmart that had, I mean, its cheapest surround sound on the planet, but it was like $30 or something. And he bought that for me in high school, and changed my room forever.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was living high, man.
I found some like classic wooden speakers, and I'm fairly certain I gave them to you, Scott, just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You still got those?
Yeah. And dude, you turn those things on and nothing rattles, but it's pretty cool to have them.
so cool.
It's pretty cool to have them.
Yeah, I think I had the
That's part of the
Sony
collection.
I think I had the Sony CFS.
Oh, they sound good.
W320 AM/FM double cassette EQ removable speaker boombox ghetto blaster.
The Ghetto Blaster.
I think I had that one.
Wow.
Wowee.
Yeah, with the removable speakers. I should get a boombox for the room. Now with these stupid Bluetooth speakers, meh. What fun is that, huh?
You still get it. And
Playing music off your phone. Come on.
I know.
I had the little skinny one.
Yeah, that's what I think
The
that's
one-
the one that I
The
had.
long skinny one.
Yeah.
It had the speakers on the ends first, and it was a hand-me-down.
But the speakers
This is
did not
what I
come
have.
off. It was just
No.
one big old piece, and the handle went
Nice.
all the way across.
All the way down.
right?
It was like a
And it had
and
paint
folded
stains
in the
on it.
back.
Yes, the handle was overly long.
Did you guys have paint stains on yours? Ours had paint stains
No.
because my dad would use it for construction stuff. And
Yeah, it
we
was
did
like
have a phase where a lot of young white kids were putting cardboard down in front of the grade school and breakdancing before school.
No
attempting to.
way.
And
No
Dow?
way.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wow, Dow.
They did it at the talent show. I remember it was just like a bunch of first graders like all locking arms and doing the it was to the song "Jam on It." Ow, 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 ow.
Now, where did they pick that up from? Like TV?
TV. I mean, breakdancing had like a 2-year run that was unstoppable until you heard that Alfonso Ribeiro broke his neck doing the head spin, and then everybody's parents took everyone's posters down.
Oh, yeah.
The wall.
Is this
But
the one you had?
Everybody had like a headband on. It's like in kindergarten, dude. I was very young. It's probably like 84, 85,
No, that one
maybe
looks like a
86.
nice one.
I don't know.
This was the long, short, skinny one.
Yeah, the double tape deck.
And I had the taller one.
That was the one people would bring to school and put the music on so everybody could break dance on broken down cardboard in front of the school.
But before like video games and stuff, I know it sounds silly, but I would sit and play with this thing.
Oh yeah,
hours
I would
upon
tape off
hours.
the radio.
Me too.
I would make mixtapes.
Well, you could. So there's a tape out there, and I think my mother has it, where I am taping off the radio, and Huey Lewis is on, and I would make up names and guess the title of the song and act like the DJ. So I would
Me too.
record it, and then I would record myself saying that was.
Oh, me too.
And my voice was higher then, believe it or not.
No, when you were a kid, it was super deep.
Yeah, that was.
That was
Yeah, what happened, man?
Yeah, my cousin Aaron, he came up with the idea. He found out there's a secret page on Sonic the Hedgehog that had all the sounds right there that you could just hit, click on them and it'd make the noise. And so we'd use that, and he would use his sister's little plastic dishes from her play set, and we would record that we're at the news station down at like KMOV or something like that, and a helicopter just crashed in the building, and there's terrorists, and
And you would do
that was-
fake news reports?
yeah, that was our news report. It was so fun.
Wow. He's producing content
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to get some weapons for the wall. I
Okay.
think I'll do that.
Yeah, seems like a good investment.
We both know a guy that probably has some shuriken and
gun rack.
bows and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, maybe I'll hit him up just to
Yeah.
borrow some.
Sensei Brett, we need weapons.
Yeah.
You need like a deer head or anything? I got like a.
Nah,
no?
not
You
enough
all
room
good?
for a deer
No
head.
buck?
No.
All right.
Ooh, well, a fake one.
Yeah.
If you live down in Jefferson County, the sheriff's office down there is warning people about a false rumor that was spreading across social media.
I saw this.
You saw this?
Yeah, the murderer. The
Yeah, serial killer on the loose.
Awful.
Jefferson County Sheriff's Office warned residents of a false rumor that was spreading across social media about a, quote, serial killer on the loose. Here's what it said. Here's what the post said. And this was people going crazy about this yesterday. Warning, the Hillsborough community being warned to be alert and vigilant as there is a serial killer in the area. He goes around knocking on people's doors, claiming to be homeless, and attacks you after you let him in. He's ruthless and very dangerous. On Sunday, he attacked a 37-year-old single mother, Mary Cross, with a knife and left her for dead. He was identified as Peter Reginald, age 40 years old. Also stole a minivan from an old woman under the guise of helping her offload groceries from her van. If you see him, please call police and be careful. Warn others. So now this is going around.
Gosh.
Like, we don't have enough to worry about. The misinformation that's out there about random dumb stuff is
Yeah, the
just
truth is
terrible.
he didn't knock on the door.
Well, you see, there was names.
What was his name?
Reginald.
Reginald. Peter Reginald.
Two first
Two
names.
first names.
The way that was
Hard
written
to
sounds like the
trust.
fake stuff on Facebook.
Pete Reggie.
I'm not saying I'm sucks if that's a dangerous guy around.
It's AI.
Like my aunt shares stuff like that. Like someone's leaving $100 bills on windshields and then attacking people and stealing their cars, and you look it up and it's like not real.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, but it'll get circulated.
Well, yeah, there's been an epidemic of if you see a dollar bill left under your windshield, whatever you do, don't get out to go get it.
Yeah, my aunt loves sharing those. Lives for it. Can't wait.
Just be on
Comes around once a year. She doesn't remember that it was false from the year before. Shares it again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is like, no, this is not real.
Ah,
And you all are idiots.
The posts are untrue. Do not share these posts. Correct anybody that does. The St. Anne Police Department captain said, don't trust everything at first glance. Try to do a little digging into the information out there. What? No, but
No.
It's not on my timeline. I don't want
Facebook
to
told me
know.
to believe.
you can kind of hear it in the writing. Like it's too much information and it's too specific. Like the
And-
incidents. It doesn't have that
And the,
culpable deniability of like a police report.
and the folks that are getting their news on Facebook are going to be able to discern that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like there is a specific tone to some of these things that if you read enough, I mean, we're in media, we have media literacy, so it's like to some degree.
Yep. There's an easy way to do it too. You type in that same story and put another state or town or something like that in there, and if it shows up that it's happening in Cleveland
Right.
as well, and then you know it's a scam.
Yeah, just do a quick Google search.
Or
Is it
that
happening
guy
everywhere?
has.
They're just talking
Covered a lot
about
of
this
ground.
one in Jefferson County.
What do you think-
Do not believe.
What's going to happen? I mean, I was thinking about this the other day because there was like all sorts of misinformation coming out about the wildfires in LA, and people
Sure.
were trying to get ahead of that. And you think about that in every disaster that we have as a nation, but then also just locally, like things like this. I mean, is the genie completely out of the bottle? Do you think
Yeah.
we will ever, because nobody trusts anything they read anymore.
No.
And it's like, how do we get like the Tom Brokaws of the world again, where you have
There's the most trusted man in media.
Right.
Walter Cronkite, the most trusted man in news.
Exactly. That's over, right? Because everything is so polarized, and if you do believe one person, it's like the Rachel Maddows or the Joe Rogans. Like there's on both sides, there's just
Confirmation
one
biases.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
How do you
freaks
get rid
me
of that?
out. I mean, and everything is so fake. It's
Yeah.
like authenticity.
I was
is
thinking
gone.
about this the other day. To your point,
It still exists.
I think
just
we
doesn't
have,
do well.
in the last couple of years, we have finally eclipsed the event horizon where I think most of the things you hear are false. Like, I think it's flipped over to where truth is being shared less than 50% of the time. I think what you see, it's just too much. Misinformation's too easy. And, what's the old Mark Twain thing? Like, lies spread like wildfire. And,
Yeah.
And the truth
I would
moves
like
like
to
molasses
think-
or something like that. It
Yeah.
I
takes
would
so
like
much
to think that
longer.
local news still holds.
Try.
Journalistic integrity and authenticity and the journalistic standards still exist. It just doesn't sell, so you don't see it.
Well,
Well, and also
I don't
narrowcasting
know
happens.
if that's true, but because I would like to think that local news
Yeah.
still holds some water as far
Yeah.
as
About local stories.
About local stories.
Yeah.
It's because there's no bias in it,
Or
really.
whatever you hear at the gas station.
Yeah, but what are the numbers,
Yeah.
man? Well, like who's getting their news from local sources?
Not a lot of
anymore?
people.
Listen, I watch the local news every day. I turn on Channel 2.
But we've talked. You're
No,
the
I know.
minority in
I'm
every
just saying.
sense.
I think there's a lot more people than you think do. Hopefully, still get their news from local sources.
Well, I mean, I saw in regards to the wildfires, within a day, people were sharing pictures of like the blue trash cans that weren't
I
burnt
saw that,
out
yeah.
in front of houses and being like
So they didn't burn.
space lasers.
But then they're like, what
Blue
about
doesn't
Explain.
burn. Lasers don't burn the color blue, and the only thing that's not burned are the blue trash cans, dude. And I'm like,
I'll just leave this here.
lasers.
Explain this.
That's what the drones
Right.
were. The drones flying around were giant lasers by China, and they're starting with Hollywood because that's where they know. That's where they know all our information comes from. And I'm like, man, that took one day, and it was all over Twitter.
No, I'm waiting
Well-
for the Jewish space lasers.
I mean, that's next.
Yeah.
But it was
Jewish
like,
space lasers.
Well, the funny thing about the blue
Nope.
trash can,
yeah, no one would think like, oh, it's a trash can. People probably start fires in those, and it's probably made of some sort of flame retardant plastic. Like that would be too easy.
Well, remember the
Who wants
blue
to Google
roofs in
that?
Maui?
yeah. That was a weird one, but that trash can photo he's talking about, if you look behind it, is a white plastic fence that also didn't burn. But they didn't bring that up.
Don't.
Well, you can't talk about that.
No.
We're not ready for fences yet. Don't talk about
We'll
the
get to
fences
fences.
yet.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Well, yeah, never mind.
Listen, when you see the serial killer thing on the loose, it's not real, okay?
All right, thanks.
Dang it.
We don't have to worry about that.
Still don't let homeless
Or is it?
40-year-old men in your house.
Right.
Is that
You're
what
a
you-
37-year-old single mom, though.
Maybe
That's
that's
still
what
good
you to
advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Confused.
Yes, it is also not a good idea to let homeless people into your house after they just knock on the door.
Doesn't mean you can't be kind,
Yeah, be nice, but
but, have situational awareness.
Yes. Is there a person named, what's his name? Peter Reginald?
Let's see.
He's over there going, God, dude, of all the. I
again?
knew. Mom, why'd you name me this random name?
Dude, this was a wild story yesterday locally. A man died at the hospital after he was hit by a police car after an exchange of gunfire with officers. This happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Just as we were getting off the air. This happened shortly before 10 a.m. A guy crashed his car into a snowbank near the intersection of Lucas and Hunt and West Florissant up in Country Club Hills. Guy gets out of the car and starts just firing indiscriminately at cars. Shooting at cars. He walks down West Florissant towards the intersection of West Florissant and Ferguson. When 2 St. Louis County police officers got to the scene, the guy fired a shot at one of the officers. Both officers then returned fire. I don't know how many total shots were fired, but this guy then ran west on West Florissant to Ferguson when he was hit by a St. Louis County police cruiser. And a sergeant with the STL County PD said officers are willing to do whatever they can to reduce the threat in situations like these. Not the first time that something like this has happened. When somebody's firing shots and they're able to use whatever means necessary to stop it, they will run you over.
Whoa.
Other than a minor injury to one of the officers, nobody else was hurt. And police recovered a handgun with an extended magazine used by the guy. So that was just out on the street yesterday.
Jeez.
Yeah. In other news, you're talking about the conspiracy theories surrounding the fires and stuff. Mm-hmm. New day, new conspiracy theory. TikTok is obsessed with a video of some bottled water a guy left outside in the freezing cold, and none of it froze.
it's vodka.
I saw a different one. There was like a whole packet of water, and she just goes on and on for 2 minutes about why is this frozen, and these are both water.
It's a video of some bottled water a guy left outside in the freezing cold. None of the water turned to ice. He said the temperature never got above 28 degrees for days. So, yeah, it's a case of water. It's like a case of, you get at Costco. Mm-hmm. But the water never froze. What's going on? People are claiming it's because they're putting antifreeze.
Right.
People are claiming it's because they're putting antifreeze chemicals in the water supply or something.
Hey, all that plastic is bad anyway. So, yeah, you're right. Stop drinking it because it's got antifreeze in it.
But did you see this video?
No.
Yeah.
I
You didn't
watch
see
it.
that?
I saw the headline, but click.
Well, of course, there is a pretty simple explanation for the whole thing.
It's because they add something to it?
Well, purified water...
A little bit of salt and something.
Purified water could be so pure, it won't freeze until some sort of imperfection is introduced. So the University of Illinois Physics Department has a whole Q&A page about it. So the pure water, so it's a purified water. Mm-hmm. It's so pure that until some sort of imperfection is introduced, it will not freeze. You've maybe even seen it happen after putting a bottle of water in a freezer. And it's liquid until you open it or touch it the right way, then the whole thing freezes.
What? It doesn't...
Do you know what brand it was? That sounds good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't
It's
think...
physics, man.
You sure?
not
I thought physics was, there is a freezing point for...
Not if it's pure water. I don't know. Listen to some nerd talking about it. Here's the the video and then a nerd talking about it after.
I've been keeping my water on the porch when it snowed. It's been out here for 3 days. My water in my house is frozen, but this water is not.
It's very difficult for that water to make the transition where it should become ice without somewhere for ice crystal to start growing. If the water is not pure, the impurities in the water naturally act as sites where the crystal can start forming. Another way we can cause ice is to bang the water bottle. That'll cause a few water molecules to line up in the right way, and that will seed the rest of the ice crystal.
Nerd! It's called supercooling? Is that what you said? Supercooling is what it's called? When the water is simply below freezing temperature but hasn't started forming ice crystals because it lacks the nucleation sites like dust particles and imperfections.
Right.
Odd.
And now you know.
I thought it was because they added like whatever it is, potassium chloride and some other things to.
No, if it's purified
So-
water that's so pure.
I guess springs never freeze up, do they?
I guess not. And that's pure.
No.
Science is wild.
Got a couple of horse lovers in this room, huh?
And in
Yes.
that room.
Yeah, very much so.
Like Moon's a horse lover. You like horses?
I like horses. Yeah. I don't.
Hey, you
I
like
get-
horses?
Hey, you like horses? I like them, but I don't. I feel bad when they're like whipped and stuff. Just love them.
Horse lover?
Love them.
Well,
Scott?
I love horses, but not like the Quincy folks. I just love the normal way.
Okay.
not like Quincy.
Oh,
The horse whip, by the way, those are not meant to hurt them. It's meant to kind of spook them a little bit. It's about the sound.
anyway.
I don't like it.
This is not out of Quincy. This is out of Florida. Headline. Florida perv tries to have sex with a horse's nose.
Oh,
Please
no.
stop this,
Quincy,
please.
Florida?
That's a dangerous game, my man, with something shaped like a carrot. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yes.
That is a dangerous game that man's playing.
Cops in Polk County, Florida arrested 53-year-old Donald Calloway after he tried to have sex with a horse's nose.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Get out of that horse's face, dude.
Guys, can I just say this?
There are
We don't
teeth
have to
there.
have sex with everything. Not everything needs to
Thank
have
Some
sex.
people don't understand that.
Not everything needs to have had sex with it. Some stuff is just not for sexing.
And some people can't figure that out.
My Lord.
You got a death wish.
Thankfully, the horse is okay.
You got a death wish putting that thing anywhere near teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like what? It's crazy.
So this
town.
happened the day after Christmas. They just shared the details. His own girlfriend turned him in.
Good.
So this man had a girlfriend. She called the cops after she found Donald standing next to the horse and pleasuring himself. She said he had his junk near the horse's head, and it was obvious what he was trying to do. She also got some of it on video.
I mean, he would probably have to get up on a footstool, wouldn't he? I mean, was the horse lying down?
Was it a mini?
Please don't say that. It can't be a mini horse. I
Oh,
can't
a
put that in
mini
my head,
horse.
dude. That's
Donald
too cute.
eventually admitted to it. He told police he hadn't gotten lucky in probably 2 months, and described it as a
That's not long enough.
quote sexually frustrated
No,
moment.
no, there's no time limit.
He also
There's no
called
time
it a
limit,
dumb
but 2
decision.
months certainly is not a selling point in here. To be like, there's,
I'm having a bit of a dry spell.
if you're trying to get any kind of sympathy for banging a nostril, I don't think 2 months was the right amount of time to go with.
Get a fleshlight like the rest of these people, okay?
What do you mean these people?
Yeah.
the men of the world.
Wait, you're
But
saying
that-
fleshlights
all of them?
equate to
Come
horse
on.
nostril
No,
banging?
I'm just saying if you are wanting to get laid, it's not happening for you. You want to put your dong into something. There's a product
Just
for that.
Joe.
Just Joe.
Wait, there's another way?
Just Joe. Still works, still good. The oldest method, very effective.
Tried and true.
Yep.
And
Just Joe.
just Joe, and there's 0% chance of a horse nibbling on your wiener. So
It's probably a fleeting, fleeting urge that could you get the poison out and it's over.
gosh.
Again, thankfully the horse is fine. Would you like to know the horse's name?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Poor thing. Justice for.
Raven.
Sexy nose.
Raven.
Okay, good. Thank
Oh.
God. If something wasn't. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Raven, they say, is either 24 years old or 28.
What do you
depending on- one report said the horse is 24. The
When
other
a Raven lied on her driver's
See,
license.
we can't even get this straight in the news.
Well, here's the Polk County Sheriff, Sheriff Grady, who we've had on the air before. Here is the sheriff talking about it.
He said, well, you know, I had just some sexual frustration. Donald Calloway, who's 53 from Lake Wells, admitted that because he was trying to do the wild thing with the horse. She said, nay. That's right. He tried to engage in inappropriate conduct with a horse, which is clearly against the law. Does Donald not know that a horse will bite you?
We didn't need the sound effect.
We didn't need the
This is
sound
a serious
effect.
matter.
I don't need to hear Dr. Phil do a tight 5 on this.
Jeez, listen to
The
this.
hell, this guy, why does this guy sound like Dr. Phil? This guy was last time we said this, right?
Hey, back off.
I'll play that guy and then play Dr. Phil right after him.
He said, well, you know, I had just some sexual frustration.
And I'll
I'm
play Dr.
horrified.
Yeah. I think Dr. Phil's moonlighting as Polk County Sheriff.
Had just some sexual frustration.
You
Donald
can suck this.
Hey, maybe for 2025, we have a little competition throughout the year where every news story like this has an age. You said 53 was this man. So
He was 53.
So
yes.
what is that? That is a Gen X person?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 53.
53, yeah.
Is it?
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Gen X person. So I feel like we need to get all the generations on a board. And every news story this year.
They
that
get a tally?
They get a tally. And then at the end of the year, we compile to see which generation was the worst.
Who's having
It's
the
going to
most
be Gen
difficult?
X. There's no boomers doing this.
There's plenty of boomers messing around and
I
finding
don't
out.
know. How about this?
I'm going to
Life,
start the list.
life can be stressful, and sometimes you just need a moment to take the edge off. Meet Just Joe, the classic solution for modern men looking for a little relief. Simple, effective, no nonsense.
Yep.
Just Joe is here to help you handle things so you can get back to being your best self. Scientifically designed for maximum satisfaction and built with your comfort in mind, whether it's a quick fix or a longer escape, Just Joe has got you covered. Don't let frustration slow you down. Grab life with both hands, or maybe just one. With Just Joe, you've got this.
Sometimes
Available
two
now.
fingers.
Because sometimes you just need to take care of business. Available at justjoe.com.
Yep. That's all it takes.
Hey,
Now it's Joe time.
buy that domain real quick.
Quickly,
We might be on to something.
we need justjoe.com.
I know,
And it's
Did you-
only news stories of guys doing this.
Yeah.
Scott, did you own a horse growing up?
No, we did. We're a family.
Family.
Like our aunt
family
and
has a
uncle
bunch.
did, and some other folks. But yeah,
Same.
Still do.
Oh, they still have horses?
Yeah, they don't keep them there. They've got them with some other folks, but yeah, I think they still own a few.
Yeah,
My uncle put me on a horse. I remember my mom was very mad about it.
Oh, we used to show horses.
This was like a horse that wasn't quite. I mean, you could ride it, technically.
Yeah.
It didn't always love being ridden. And it was like in one of those pens where they just had the gates, like an
Yeah.
octagon shape.
Yeah.
And I was young, and my uncle just put me on it.
They just have at it,
And
huh?
I was like, right?
Now,
just bareback.
Holding
and
on to the reins?
It had
just-
reins, but bareback. And I was little. I was probably like. And of course, I fell off.
Was he holding a lead?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, he just lifted me over the fence and put me on the horse. And
Here.
it was like,
Fall from 7 feet.
he'll walk around with you in there. And the horse was like, don't like this. And I was gone.
Oh, my
I was
gosh.
I rode a horse for about 12 seconds.
Oh, we used to show horses, man. We had some of the best horses out there.
I'm not a horse fan.
Yeah.
We had this Arabian that I did
I don't like them.
barrels and keyhole and all the events, dude. Poles. It was incredible.
What you got against horses?
No, I know. Horses are fine. I don't
you
like
got to
them.
get them majestic.
I don't like riding them.
You get to know a good horse, and like
Yeah.
it's like a dog that you can have even deeper connection with.
No, I
if
get it.
that's
I
to
just
be believed.
listen. I didn't
I'm
grow up
telling
around horses. I rode a horse once. I didn't like it,
And that was it.
Oh man.
and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I have a similar story to Rafe's, but mine turned out awesome. Where my cousin, like I was probably 7 or 8, scared to death of the horse at that point. And then he was like, I'll just lead it up to the front yard where they're going to feed on the grass there. And so he had the lead in his hand, and it was bareback, all that stuff. And as soon as we got out of the gate, my cousin smacked the rear end of the horse.
Boom.
And
Goodbye.
he just said, grab on. So I was holding on to his neck, and the horse just took off down the driveway. And I'm like, oh no, this is it. And then it immediately turns right, goes right into the yard there and starts eating. And it was so calm. And you're like, oh,
Well,
horses are fine.
I was thinking of this. So, if you are a horse enthusiast, it's quite an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. Depends on
It
what you're
is.
doing.
Like
but
I
it's-
know, my daughter took horseback riding lessons when she was younger, and you got to get the boots and you got to get the helmet and you got all that stuff. It's very expensive. Think about something that is seemingly a cheap hobby that quickly becomes very expensive to continue doing. And I could tell you one thing right now.
Oh, me too.
Playing guitar. You get a guitar, you start noodling around, and then you got to buy this, and you got to buy this, and you got to buy this pedal, and then strings, and then this, and a new amp. And what was, I just bought a cheap guitar, you're now a couple grand in.
Yeah. I disagree.
What? How could you disagree with that?
Because it's not something like cars or horses where there's continual costs, especially this day and age where everything's been digitized. Yeah, it's not gonna cost you $50 to get a brand new hobby that could be lifelong joy and turn into a business, but you put a little bit of investment in and you're covered. Other than strings and some like light maintenance.
Yeah,
like,
you want to. Well, you got to get a new pedal. You want to get this. You want to.
Well,
of course. It starts. I'm just saying a hobby that you think is cheap, but then quickly starts snowballing into how much did you spend?
I thought you were looking for something that like more or less you need to keep investing in to keep up.
Let's say fishing.
Oh God, fishing can get out of control.
Fishing can get out of control.
I will admit that I lost control there for a little bit.
Right, like I'm going to buy a pole and go to the pond. Next thing you know, you're buying different things.
Yeah.
I would say golf.
Oh God, golf.
Golf's expensive from the start. Like you can get cheap clubs for like $300, but after that, it's.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can buy a cheap pair of clubs. I'm going to go every once in a while.
And then you go and
you
$70 to go play around a.
But here's the difference between guitar and golf. Guitar, once let's say you throw down $1,500 to get started. You got an amp, you got a guitar, you got everything you need. You can work on guitar and get really good over the next 10 years or 10 months or whatever it is and not spend another dime. In golf, you have an initial investment and then you go, God, I'm terrible. And the only way to get better is to keep spending money.
Yeah.
The only way to get better
Pay to play.
at golf is pay to play.
And you get, when you start caring about it, then you take the hand-me-down clubs and you go buy clubs. And those are
and it's quickly, it's made the turn from a cheap hobby to now
and then you're dressing like an a-hole and you're buying $100 Nike golf shirts and slacks because you think that's going to enhance your performance.
You get rid of your hats for visors.
In a sport, you could literally play in jeans if you wanted to.
So I'm talking about hobbies that could quickly get out of control. Fish keeping.
Like an aquarium?
Like an aquarium.
Yeah.
It starts with a goldfish. The next thing you know, you got a whole thing. Now you got a whole thing.
Yep.
That little skeleton opening into the chest is not cheap.
Only get alpha fish.
Gotta clean it out.
You only get alpha fish?
I don't have any beta fish, dude. I only get alpha fish in my tank.
Dude. Yeah, we know
Roy,
somebody.
it's not what it means.
We know somebody that probably started with a goldfish, and he now raises coral. Our buddy Remy.
Yeah.
He raises coral and marine. He's got multiple marine tanks.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
got small
He probably won a goldfish at a state fair.
Yeah.
He goes to Australia for his fish.
And it's become an expensive hobby for him.
My friend was high up in a financial firm, and he ordered he opened Art of Aquaria on Morganford, and he had all these saltwater tanks where he would keep other people. He would grow coral.
Yeah.
For other people who had saltwater tanks, and
Yep.
they paid him like rental and maintenance fees for him to get stuff ready to go in their tanks, and it's lucrative.
Well, at
And
least,
it's
that's what Remy
at least
does.
he made a business out of it.
He did, but I think it was like a snowstorm a few years ago, and the power went out,
Oh no.
and killed a bunch of. I mean, it's stressful. It's not as it seems like it'd be a chill hobby. It's stressful.
Go ahead, learn.
Classic cars.
Oh yeah.
You invest in getting one, fixing it up, continue to just dump money in for restoration and winterizing it and keeping up with it. It can be very expensive.
If you're really good at that though and know what you're doing, that can be lucrative.
Oh, yeah.
You can turn that
Turn
into
around and
business.
sell it.
Cycling.
Yeah.
Cycling.
Heck
Like
yes.
bicycles?
No, menstruating. No. No.
Hell yeah, dude. You know how
No.
expensive tamps are these days? It's a mess.
Tamps.
Cycling as in riding a bike.
Yeah.
You buy a cheap one. Next thing you know, you're snowballing.
You don't wear a tampon when you ride a bike.
What?
No,
That's
you
probably
wear
why
those-
your taint hurts.
Next thing you know, you're in one of those tight bodysuits.
Yeah, with the
Holding up
fake
traffic.
butt, the fake hips.
Holding up traffic.
It's the best.
I've seen there's a few of those guys in our neighborhood. They're like fully decked out. They got the uniforms and everything, and they're like 60 pounds overweight. And I'm just like, is this the beginning of a new
they're
thing?
just getting started.
Right, yeah, I'm just like, wow, this is good for you. It's pretty sick, but
Somebody said CrossFit.
it looks interesting.
Can CrossFit get out of control as far as prices
It's
go?
just the membership. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the membership's like $100 a month.
I want it at home. I got to buy one of those monster truck tires.
No, you don't.
That's a one-time investment, though. That's what you should do. Just get some tractor tires and just CrossFit in the backyard.
And ropes are expensive now.
Cross yard.
Somebody said coffee.
I think it's all the shirts reminding everyone you do CrossFit is what I saw on mine.
Somebody said coffee.
Yeah, man. My roommate I had to do an intervention.
I
with
almost
him
got
back in the day.
I almost got really into it.
He had everything, dude. He was buying. I'd come home and he'd be like, "I bought 2 new French presses." Why? There's 2 of us, and I drink it black, straight out of the.
I bought a scale. I got a pour over.
Yeah, he had pour over. He had all kinds of like beakers and stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "This is insane, dude." He loved it. Though.
I did too. It was a Sunday ritual for me. That would I would get up before everybody, and it would take me a half hour to brew a cup of coffee. But damn it, it was worth it.
I feel like video games. I look at like what, when I was a kid, I had like 3 games on a Genesis, and now it's like you could be a few grand deep quick.
Oh yeah.
You got to have the headset and the chair, and like when people that take video games serious, man, spend a
gamers.
boatload of
Yeah,
cash.
oh yeah.
Do they have memberships that they pay for monthly?
I like the ones you got the monitors all together, like 3 monitors, like surrounding you.
Yeah. One set up like a cell phone and the other 2 are.
Yeah.
Motorcycle. Would love to have one, but they're especially if you get like if you're not a mechanic, man, there's almost always something you need to fix on a motorcycle.
Somebody says gardening.
Yeah, that can get expensive.
Let me see here. Oh, snowboarding in the winter, surfing in the summer, woodworking. Woodworking. I guess you start. It all starts with a whittle. I'm gonna whittle a stick into an arrow, and next thing you know, you got all the equipment.
And then your bank account becomes whittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my private jet's become very expensive lately.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
You always know somebody that's been into woodworking for about a year and a half because that's when they start giving you stuff.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Because I've been gifted a few things from like woodworking or they'll carve in, I don't know what it's called, but like you use this burner. And
Solder.
You like carve in rocks.
Yeah. It's like a big soldering
Iron?
tool.
But they're about 18 months into it because now they've made so many things that they don't have room for it, so they're giving it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, bowling.
Tim made me a desk. He's a woodworker. He just made me a really.
And he's got all the tools, right?
Dude, the dude's got every saw,
That's
everything.
impressive.
Okay, so it's expensive. So it became an
Yes.
expensive hobby.
It did, for sure.
Even if you go
David
to
says.
Harbor.
David says bowling.
Bowling.
11 bowling balls, $225 to $250 a pop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
On top of $225 bowling shoes.
I would say makeup as well. I mean, I can start really just throwing money at Ulta and Sephora, and I don't even know how to do my makeup, but I try. And then that's the thing, you start to contour or learn how to bronze.
Gun collector.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
Like if you,
jeez.
yeah, I got some friends that are out of control.
Those hobbies start expensive, though. I mean, there's some hobbies that I'm like, you got to be rich to even think that this is going to be your hobby anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Remember when they did those rich guys flying red planes with, like for a while it was on ESPN. It was just like a bunch of rich a-holes who had tiny little planes with like Red Bull single engine, and they'd be flying through these markers over a lake.
Oh, yeah.
It was basically like you're racing an airplane and that's your hobby. And every single person's like, this guy's the CEO of a Fortune 5. I'm like, yeah, of course. No regular person's just like
Buying one of those.
You're like, what do you want to do? You want to get into chess, or would you like to fly ultralight Red Bull
as far
planes?
as guns go, I got a couple guns at home, but I have
bazooka. Your bazooka is a lot.
But I don't have the suppressors and this and that. I got buddies that they'll buy a gun, and the next thing you know,
The
they're
silencer.
$1,000
Yes.
into just accessories for the one gun.
Yeah.
I'm a gun collector, but so far that's all because of gifts. Like my dad passed. There we go. That's how I started my collection.
Right. Yeah, hand-me-downs.
Yeah. And then another one that is disc golf.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are easy to lose, and yet to get a new one, it's like could be $30-$40 for a new disc, and you have to have one for, it's just like a golf set. You have to have one for every spot you're at. So,
Dude,
RC cars.
it's all those things that pay to play. If you have to spend money to get better, It's going to cost you.
It's going to cost you. And
Or if you feel
those
like
things add up.
you just get too into it. That's like I did. I went to the disc golf thing in Memphis with my friend, and I had played a couple times. I had two. I had one long one and a short one. I was like, these are my two Frisbees. They're not Frisbees, they're discs. I go, whatever.
Oh, okay.
But then I went and it was like a $20,000 prize money, man. And these guys had bags full of
Yes.
like 100 discs in these bags, and each one, like this one curves at 30 degrees, this one curves at 33, and it actually you could throw it left-handed. And I'm like, oh man, you're down the rabbit hole on these things. And it was just like a bag that had a little stand. They carried it on their back like a real golf bag, and I was like, oh, you guys take this serious.
Them pulling out a certain weighted disc is like you pulling out a 7-iron.
Yeah.
We have
And I'm like a hillbilly to them, like just out there being like, I'm just going to throw this.
I brought 2 discs.
I brought a blue one. I throw the blue one from far away and the yellow one up close.
That's also one of those things that you're like, oh, it's just Frisbee golf. I'm going to get out there and just do it. And you get out there with some people that have been doing it for years, and you look like a total fool.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first. All right, Teamers, Remember the Day is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, your new home for sports in South County. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com. From St. Peter's, Tim Hahn is here. Tim has been a dedicated Riz Show and Point listener since the very beginning. Never misses a minute of the show. He loves my ability to be the voice of reason. This guy. Is he listening to the right show? Here it is. The voice of reason and unhinged at the same time. Nope, he is listening to the right show. Loves Moon's relatability to life, learns perspectives, raves comedy, and King Scott's overall presence. Loves you, buddy.
Thank you.
Tim has introduced his son to the show last year, and he hopes that he will be able to meet the crew at future Riz Show and Point events. Tim Hahn from St. Peter's is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, after the break, I hold in my right hand the envelope that has the Fast Lane Wild Card Weekend Pick'em Challenge picks. So yesterday, the Rams, kicked the ass of the Vikings.
What a joke of a game.
What a dumb.
Will the real Sam Darnold please stand up? And he did.
You know what? We should have known, though. We should have known. It's a scripted thing, and LA's on fire. You got to give it to the Rams. They're going to win. We should have known.
I picked the Rams.
It's a scripted game.
I picked the Rams.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I
You
just
picked the Vikings?
I
think
picked the
Sam
Vikings.
Darnold
Oh.
sucks.
I should have known. I should have
He
known.
sucked all along.
Well, we'll see
Whoa.
who the winner is.
What a crap fest of a game that
We
was.
have our picks.
I wonder
We've
who,
got the Fast Lane
I wonder who
picks.
picked the Vikings.
We'll see who won the Pick'em Challenge for 2025.
We will. I have our picks right here.
25.
Oh, God.
I hold in my hand our picks tallied.
All right. We'll see. It's a big deal. Could it be a storybook ending for the Riz Show? The comeback of a lifetime. Books will be written about this.
Yes.
Okay, well then.
Riz Show for number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ. Show your emails. Riz Show at 1057thepoint.com. We'll find out the results of the Pick'em Challenge here in just a moment. We will announce Pointfest at 8 o'clock. We'll give you all the particulars. In fact, we'll give away some tickets today as well. We got Crap on Celebrities, your emails. All right, so shall we? I'm so nervous. Honestly, my heart is beating out of my chest here. So the Riz Show Fastlane Pick'em Challenge, mid-season, man, we were getting our asses kicked.
Well, we were down 7-0 in week 8.
I can't believe that. We were down 7-0 in week 8.
You can't get kicked any harder than that.
And we decided, you know what? Let's start playing.
Yeah.
Let's start playing. And we came roaring back. And we wound up in a tie.
9-9.
9 wins for the Fast Lane, 9 wins for the Riz Show. It was a comeback
We went 9
for
and
the
2
ages.
after going 0-7.
I mean, guys, just to be tied going into wildcard weekend is just a testament to our picking prowess.
Yes. Taking it serious.
And just our
Sticking together
and our grit. Mm-hmm. So, prior to wildcard weekend, which was this past weekend, we made our pick straight up, winners and losers. Mm-hmm. The Fast Lane made their pick straight up. So, whoever has the most wins coming out of wildcard weekend will be declared the winner of the 2024-25 Riz Show Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge.
Okay.
So in my hand, I hold the envelope of the Fast Lane picks sealed. I did not touch the seal, did not cheat in any way.
Right. Mike Ryder.
Mike Ryder, their producer over there, sealed it up.
And wrote his name there, so if it was torn, you'd be
Dollop
able
of
to tell.
wax.
So I'm now opening up the envelope.
Jamie Rivers bikini wax sealed it.
Okay, so let's go through these games here. We'll start with the Texans and Chargers.
You start with us?
Texans.
Texans and Chargers.
Okay.
Okay, so the Texans wound up winning that game.
Yes.
How many of the Riz Show picked the Texans?
Everyone except Learn picked the Chargers. So Learn correctly predicted the Texans for 1 point.
1 point.
Right
on. For the Fast Lane, remember the Texans won. Anthony Stalter Chargers, Jamie Rivers Chargers, Kerry Davis Chargers, Marsh Chargers, BK Chargers.
Yes.
0 points.
Wow.
We're up 1-0.
Up 1-0.
Way to go, Learn.
Thanks, guys.
Way to freaking go, man.
Way to go.
You
happy
have
about
kept
it.
us in this competition through the whole freaking year. Don't worry about the 15 shots we got to give you later.
13.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, by the way, yes, Learn will be serving her punishment.
Yeah, stop. You violent simps. You simps for violence. When is the girl getting
There are
shot?
some, I mean,
And I think they're all men who have suggested it. To
When
call
are we
you out.
victimizing the woman?
Hey, I
she's
want to
getting
see
her
that
shots.
woman
Relax,
get
guys.
shot.
Hey, seriously, though, well freaking done. Texans.
Thank you.
I can't believe it.
I know,
Okay.
and you guys were
So
all
cool.
BS. You're all like, who did the boo? That isn't a good thing to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are we
do
arguing
that.
now?
I
We've
know.
only had
No.
one game.
I know. Triggered.
I'm congratulating her, and she's yelling at us.
and by the way, whoever loses this competition, we got to go in the dunk tank.
Dunk tank?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Very
Yeah.
true. Indoor.
No.
Indoor.
What?
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
doing a
They
dunk
won't allow
tank.
it indoors.
I said
They
no.
want it in the
I
parking
won't
lot.
allow it outdoors.
It's going to be cold as cold.
We
Polar
have, to do,
vortex
we have to do a choreographed dance as well.
also sucks.
Which is pretty cool.
I mean, I love dancing, so I'm not super mad if we do lose.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I love dancing.
the next game was the Ravens and Steelers.
Correct.
How many points for the Riz Show? Because the Ravens wound up kicking their ass.
Rizzuto, Ravens. Moon, Ravens. Learn, Ravens. Rafe, Ravens. Scott, Ravens. 5 total points.
Now, here was my thing with the Ravens and Steelers as far as the fast lane goes. You know, Kerry Davis, former Steeler. I know, and he hates the Ravens. Hates the Ravens.
He does.
I'm sure it was painful for him, but there's no way.
So-
Carrie's a smart guy. The
Anthony
Steelers
Stalter.
didn't deserve to be there.
Pick the Ravens. Jamie Rivers, pick the Ravens. Andrew Marsh, pick the Ravens. DK, pick the Ravens. Kerry Davis, pick the Ravens.
I knew it.
So they all get 5 points.
I knew we
too.
had no
Still
shot.
up by 1.
6-5.
To gain ground there.
6-5. Can we hang on?
Next game, Bills and Broncos. Bills put a ass whooping.
Yeah. Capital A.
As expected. I predict all 10 points here.
Rafe,
Riz,
Show?
Bills. Moon, Bills. Learn, Bills. Rafe, Bills. Scott, Bills.
All right, all 5 points. Fast lane, 5 points too. Everybody picked the Bills.
Broncos did not
Nobody
deserve
Still
it.
up by 1.
Bills. We're 11-10.
Still up by 1.
Man.
Eagles and Packers. Eagles and Packers.
Which was also
The Eagles.
a war of attrition. But the Eagles did
won.
win. Rizzuto, Eagles. Moon, Eagles. Learn, Packers.
Oh, no. I've
Cancels
canceled
out
my
the
out.
Texans. Never mind.
Rafe, Eagles,
Why would you go to
Scott.
Packers?
Eagles, 4 points.
Well,
And as far as the fast lane goes, everybody took the Eagles.
so now we're tied.
You're now tied.
Oh, no.
Now we're tied.
Next game, the Buccaneers and
Hey, just so you know, there's a theme here. The freaking fast lane all picked the same.
Oh, yeah. They all went
They
in.
voted as a team.
So far.
so far.
Oh, okay. It does
Next
change?
game.
Ooh, interesting.
Buccaneers and Commanders. The Commanders, they take it.
I take it. Thanks to Baker Mayfield being Baker Mayfield.
All right, here we go.
Reckless, careless, idiot. Rizzuto, Bucks.
Oh,
Moon, Bucks.
I'm sorry.
Learn, Bucks. Rafe, Bucks. Scott, Commander.
Oh,
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. You didn't remember picking
game
him, did you?
hurt.
I don't know. He was more surprised than we were.
Oh, man.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Up by one, guys.
Up
by
by one.
one.
All right, let's stop there. Let's stop there.
Buccaneers, Commanders. Anthony Stalter, Bucks.
Nice.
Jamie Rivers, Buccaneers.
Nice.
Andrew Marsh, Buccaneers.
Nice.
No.
Kerry Davis, Commanders.
Damn it.
Harry.
Damn
I thought
it,
he was
Carrie.
smart. He's supposed to.
BK, Commanders.
No.
Oh.
We're down 17-16 going into last night.
Does that
Are you
does
kidding
that
me?
work out? 17-16?
The tables have
5,
turned.
10, 15, 16, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 17.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Down one.
Down one, going into
Going into the Darnold Bowl.
Monday night's game, last night's game.
So we need 2 points.
Yeah,
We need 2 points, 1 point to tie, 2 points to
And we
win.
need them to get no points.
The Vikings looked horrendous.
Absolutely.
Dog crap.
Worst. What were they? 14? 14 win team? Worst 14 win
Vikings.
team I've ever
Horrendous.
seen in my life.
I mean, from the beginning, it was just the Vikings weren't even.
Was it 9 sacks or 8 sacks? Or
They
something?
should have all their
He
stats
looked
removed.
like Sam Darnold looked like it literally looked like somebody took one of those Men in Black mind erasers and just erased his brain before the game started.
Yeah, like how football is
Of how
played.
football's played.
How to throw a ball.
He had happy feet. He looked like a rookie. He was just throwing. He was
Freaked out to be there, maybe.
All right.
a moment too big for him.
Okay,
Well,
here we go.
it was scripted, and you know the
Sure.
whole LA thing. It's
Yeah, LA
we
was
should have
on
known.
fire. And okay.
Oh god.
All right, here we go. So
I
the
don't wanna do
Rams
the last
won.
Yep.
Rams won.
Rams won.
Give us the ratio scores.
Sorry.
Scott Rizzuto, LA Rams.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Way to go, Rams.
Tie game.
Tie game. Moon Valjean,
I'm sorry.
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, no.
Moon.
I said I'm sorry. I failed everyone.
Learn Elwell,
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
Sorry.
Learn.
My mom told me I couldn't vote for the Rams.
Rafe Dean Williams.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Because
Your mother told you not to vote for the Rams?
Yeah, she hates Stan Kroenke with an immense passion.
Listen, man, we are St. Louis through and through.
Yeah,
okay?
we
But it
are.
doesn't matter.
No, listen.
No, it does
I
matter.
refuse.
Not for this pick.
Remember that
Are
when
you
the
out of
cold
your
water
mind?
hit your ass?
We are St. Louis supporters, okay? And we're not voting for Rams playing on
stop.
Cardinals fields. It's just absurd. The
It
two
is.
teams that were taken
but
from
we're-
us.
We're playing for the win. We're doing the.
Well, you know what? I was thinking
doing
of the
the thing
city
here.
at
I'm
large.
playing for St. Louis. Everywhere I go, I'm flying the flag of St. Louis.
Are
I
you
don't
out
know
of your
who
mind?
you are.
Your mother told you
My
not
mother
to
told
vote.
me I couldn't do it.
Remember
Jill.
that when your balls hit that water in the parking lot of Hot Shots?
I will. I will. I'll be a proud St. Louis and that voted and stuck with St. Louis.
So we're tied.
All right.
Okay.
Rafe Dean Williams,
Go.
LA Rams.
What's up?
And
Scott,
What did you do,
Come on,
Scott?
buddy.
King of the Sacks,
He's king of St. Louis.
I support my town.
Minnesota Vikings.
He loves Jill, too.
But it wasn't for that reason. It was just. I mean, it was for Jill's. That's why.
It's for St.
So
Louis.
We did it for Jill.
Yeah.
we're tied.
No.
No, we're up one.
We're up
by
one.
one.
We're up one.
All right.
I
That
did the
doesn't
math
seem
wrong.
like much.
We're up one. So essentially, we need the fast lane to have all picked the Vikings for us to win this.
No.
And they talk a big game about
Well,
being for,
or at least
St.
four.
Louisans
At
least
and St.
four.
Louis fans.
To pick the Vikings to tie and go into the divisional
We're
round.
up 1.
We're up 1.
Anthony Stalter. Rams.
We are not
tie
up
game.
1.
Jamie Rivers. Gary Davis. Andrew Marsh. And BK all voted for the Rams.
Failed.
I hope they
kidding me?
enjoy St. Louis hating them.
Yeah.
Because they're not St.
Wow.
Louis through and through.
Right.
And I feel fine. I will fall on this sword as a true son of St. Louis.
Yeah. We're not stands, okay? We're
Yeah.
not going to just go to L.A. and
Amen.
suckle at the Kroenke teant, okay? We're not doing that.
Well,
So if this means we
instead,
dance and
we
we
bent
dunk,
over
then so
and took
be
it up the tailpipe from Stan Kroenke. That's not a good. That doesn't feel like a good trade.
We
to me.
all would have gone Rams.
Well, how come
We
you
would have
didn't
been
tell us to?
fine.
Well,
If you'd have told us to.
right. You didn't even say you're doing that. You know what? At
I
least-
put my picks down first on the paper.
I know, and that scared me. And I said, and
You also
Moon
lied
followed
on the
you.
air and said they were the favorite. That's why.
No, I didn't.
I appreciate you. You swayed me. You said once they moved to Arizona, Rams were a 2-point favorite.
No, I was consistent with the odds the entire time.
I'm just surprised.
Whatever the sheet said, I said it was.
the fact that they
I
were a
didn't lie.
2-point dog and the entire sports show picked them. It's something insider trading. So something reeks of
I
insider
mean, you picked
trading.
the Rams.
We did, but we were taking a risk.
I'll suffer the punishment knowing I did the right thing.
You didn't do the right thing.
I did
You
the right
literally
thing.
did the wrong thing.
I literally
You
did
bet
the
on
right
Sam
wrong-
Darnold, dude. That's never the right
No, I just
thing.
bet against
No.
Kroenke on Cardinal grounds. No, absolutely not.
No. I
couldn't do it.
Learn and I are united
What?
in our St. Louis.
No.
My mother literally
That's the
said,
dumbest-
"Do not do it."
No, it's fine.
Because of her hate of Stan Kroenke.
I'm okay losing
You
in
cannot
this
pick the
fashion.
Rams because that's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing.
So the final score was what? 22-18?
We shall fall on our sword of virtue. Signaling.
We shall all fall on your sword of virtue.
Yes.
Can we at least start a petition that the Vikings lose all their stats for the year? Like the players lose every stat, everybody loses everything.
My mom says last night, 8:41, via the text, the Bauer Power Hour group, I really despise Stan Kroenke.
You don't have to like the guy to vote for your daughter winning a
Well,
competition and not having to do a choreographed dance
Doesn't learn he's
and,
Honestly
being,
thought the
and
Vikings
go in a
could
dunk
do it.
tank.
Scott, you're not
supportive.
completely wrong about the stats disappearing because Twitter was just memes of Sam Darnold. It was like Sam Darnold's off season right now, and those guys just taking money and putting it in an incinerator because he was on a 1-year deal.
Oh, he was. That's
Oh.
right.
He's on a 1-year deal, and they're like, he's going to play his way into a $60 million contract. He'll be lucky to get a 1-year deal again.
Oh my god.
After that display.
The
Same for
last
that
two
O-line,
games, the
dude.
last 2 games, he's
That O-line's probably looking for jobs, right?
yeah, but I mean, he was holding onto the ball forever. He missed he looked terrible.
Let's talk about do we
When
not
it
get
comes to
pick the
gambling.
song? Yeah.
You don't go with your heart.
I went with my
You
mother.
go with your brain.
My mother
You don't
said,
go with your mother either.
I would go with my city.
Look, I went with my city. I went with my mother. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm getting shot 13 times. I was checked out in week 7. Let's just call this what this is, okay? There's no hope for me.
All we had to do was go for the Rams, and we won.
The one time I need somebody to mansplain something to me is this damn pick'em challenge, and none of you told me what to do.
Well, how dare we? You know what I'm
That's-
saying?
You know? And when I put it down, Rafe said, you were the one who said something about the Texans. That's a bold choice. That's all the help
So
I
wait a
got.
second.
The only
One
thing-
sentence
the
after you,
only
wait a second.
direction I
One
was
Broken
getting-
clock is right twice
One
a day.
sentence after you said you wish we would have said something to you, you blast me for saying something to
Yeah,
you.
because that was not constructive.
It was constructive. I said you picked the
Just
test.
No,
'cause
it
the
was
guy-
the ink
was
was
wrong.
warm, dude. The
Yeah,
ink
that was
it was
ignorant
already
speaking
done
at that time.
You said
It was changeable.
What did I say? Tell
he
me.
said everybody on Monday or whatever day it was. Do your research. I'm going okay.
Your research was talking to your mother.
She's the only one I got. I don't have.
You have a
anyone else.
husband- you have
My
a husband at
didn't
home.
help me very much this season. He did my.
You
picks.
talked to your mother who hates the owner of the Rams and said, vote against the Rams. That's it. That's the research you did. Excellent.
Thank you. You didn't give me a website. I don't know where to go.
Oof.
ESPN.com.
I don't want to support them either. Okay, that's who we were up against.
Had we have all picked the same way, though, we still would have lost, right?
No, we were up 1. No, we were down 1.
Yeah, we would have been down.
If we all voted Vikings, no. If we all had Rams, we would have won by 1.
No, because we would have not had our picks on the Commanders.
What are you talking?
We were down 1 with the last game.
No. So, okay, 5, 10, 15, 16. At the end of the Bucks Commanders, at the end of the weekend, we had 16, and they had 5, 10. Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I'll be honest.
Right.
There's
We
no
would've
need to
lost.
argue.
We're all.
You're right. We would have lost.
Yeah.
Everybody's guilty of betting on the choke artist QBs. Herbert,
Yeah.
Mayfield, Darnold.
Okay. With the math the way it is,
Chokesters.
You're right.
you know who we got to blame?
Who?
The Vikings.
Yeah.
There you go.
They owe us.
I will
should've
say
been
Because the
that is-
Vikings would have won, we would have won.
I know.
Damn them.
I will say this.
Damn them to hell.
This will affect. Yeah, this was a Vikings fault.
Not even a
it's
good
all-
showing. That's the worst part.
This is the Vikings.
This
fault.
will affect how I feel about the Vikings next season, for sure.
I'm sorry,
I'm going to go into the season rooting against them.
Are they still in the NFL next year?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
sorry for
too.
yelling.
I
And
didn't.
And you know what's crazy?
You're right, it's the Vikings
Marsh is
The
a
Vikings
Vikings fan. Marsh is a Minnesota Vikings fanatic, and he didn't pick them.
Well, it's because he hates St. Louis.
When you probably had Stalter or Rivers like making them do whatever they wanted them to do. You know.
Probably by gunpoint.
Yeah.
They're scary guys.
Yeah, they had him at gunpoint and said, "You will hate St. Louis like the rest of us."
I apologize for flying off the handle there.
Does it look like
I don't
all those
to lose.
pics are in Mike Ryder's handwriting?
Ooh.
Oh, definitive proof.
I just want to know what song we're going to be dancing to because that's going to be.
I don't think. Is that up to us?
No, it's not. It's up to Fastlane guys.
Will it be something from Jock Jams?
It looks like Anthony, Jamie, and Kerry's picks were made by Mike Ryder in his handwriting.
Whoa. Whoa.
Does this count?
Interesting.
A flag on the
numbers
play.
runner.
Hat on the field.
Illegal producer downfield.
It was in a sealed envelope.
Ineligible producer downfield.
Maybe they have twin hands.
It doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that means all year.
They won.
They won.
All year was this.
Can we take it to VAR, please?
They won. It's fine. Congratulations to the Fast Lane.
What kind of song are we going to get? What are we predicting here?
I'm
sure
saying
they're-
Jock Jams.
I'm sure they're.
Oh, they have to pick the song, right?
They do have to pick the song.
Somebody remind them.
Y'all ready for this?
You know what? Hopefully they pick YMCA. I could do that. It's fine.
Well, you know what? And then when are we going to practice this dance? Because we're going to have to get it together.
Yeah, in
It's
2
choreographed.
weeks.
Which song
It's
from
fine.
Jock Jams will they be selecting?
Hey, oh, let's go.
It's either that or Sirius from the Bulls theme. Go. Ba, 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 ba,
I think I have
that. Come on, dude. Well, that would be the best. That would be the pick. It'd be hard to
would be
dance to that.
So
make
if
it
we
not
had to do
terrible.
choreographed dance to this, all they know is stadium anthems. That's it.
No faith in. We're walking slow mo up to our marks.
Man.
This is going to be ridiculous.
So I think we could rip one to this, dude.
I know.
I hope they pick this.
I don't know if we need to coordinate more so than just like let your body just do its thing, you know?
I think I want to do jazz hands or something.
Oh, yeah.
This is the sports Top Gun theme, by the way.
Are we going to wear our jumpsuits? Or how do we?
Depending on what. Listen,
Oh,
the 26th, the Hot Shots Fenton will all will be revealed. Rafe, can you please remind Mike Ryder to tell those fellas over there they got to pick a song so we could start working on our choreographed dance?
Up the volume.
Hey, for reals,
Yeah, unbelievable. I think all the Jock Jam songs. YMCA was on there. Pump up the jam. We can do that.
Up.
pump the jams, pump it up.
I'm not kidding. I must have been.
Everybody dance now.
Bum, 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 bum.
That actually be a good one. Come on.
Must have been not.
We could
listening
rip that one.
when we talked about the dunk tank because
You weren't.
how did I erase that out of my?
It was on the table the whole time.
I don't like the dunk. I don't remember. I said when I did the wetsuit thing in the polo plunge. I said never again, and I meant it as wetness. Wetness, never again. Cold wetness.
God,
It's
I can't
good
believe
for
we
you.
Lost.
69 Boys Tootsie Roll.
Hey, should we all dress like Ray Guns?
Oldie but a goodie. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
All right. Well,
I think I could. These are basically cuckoo songs. I feel like we're reading. If they pick off jock jams, dude, I'm ready.
Which
I'm smoking a black and mild.
I'm just going to dry hump everyone in Hot Shots.
yeah, that's all you got to do.
The width of their musical knowledge, I assume, goes from Jock Jam 1s to Jock Jam 3s.
Yes.
Cat
There's
Eye Joe.
Jock Jams?
Or MTV Party to Go.
Oh, Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, that'd be a sweet one.
Whoop, there it is.
But no, should we dress like Ray Gun?
Hey, Jock Jams Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Let's figure out what song they want us to do, and then we'll figure out the outfit.
Hey, sister, soul sisters. We just go out
Sports anthem.
doing burlesque.
You know,
It's probably going to be I Want It That Way from Backstreet Boys.
We'll
Oh
get
my
our
gosh.
Boy band stop down.
There are Jock Jams Volume 1, 1995. There's 1996 hit record Jock Jams Volume 2 that peaked at number 10 on the charts. 1997's Jock Jams Volume 3, 98 Jock Jams Volume 4, 99's Jock Jams Volume 5, and 2001 Jock Jams The All-Star Jock Jams.
That sounds like a good one.
All right. So that's the bad news. This show lost.
Thanks for your support, St. Louis.
Freak
Fastlane
Nasty
defeats the Riz Show.
Gosh, damn it.
The Pick'em Challenge. Congratulations, Fastlane. You did it.
Next year, I just tap out and I don't have to participate.
No.
Oh,
Hey, dude, Freak Nasty Da Dip music video actually shows you how to do da dip.
Great song.
I put your hand up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
when I put yours.
We got to take a break. We'll come back and we will give you all the particulars about the upcoming Pointfest concert. We'll give you the who, the where, and the when.
Who's coming?
The who will not be there, the band, but
Oh my gosh. They're going to give us K7.
what is that?
Come, baby, come, come.
It takes two to make the world go right.
Oh, CNC Music Factory?
I know there's snow drifts everywhere, but let's talk about springtime. Let's talk about Pointfest, shall we?
Yeah.
I got all the particulars right here in my hairy right hand.
You know what's so fun? I remember being in high school and looking forward to this day every year
Yeah.
because school's out and then Pointfest would happen. And it really is surreal that I get to like see it now before we announce it. And I still get excited for Pointfest. I always have.
I tell you what, I'm very excited about this Pointfest.
Me
Me
too,
too.
man. Me
Very
too.
excited. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bands, 5 bands, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing. So put this on your calendar. Pointfest 2025 is happening Saturday, May 17th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Saturday, May 17th, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Pointfest 2025. And here we go. Here is who is playing. Band number 1 to tell you about. It's band. I really don't know much about this band, but everything I hear from these guys, I enjoy.
They're awesome. It's like a perfect mix of everything that we kind of liked in the 90s made modern. And
I think that's a great description of it.
and done in this really cool unique way that I have enjoyed every single time I've seen this band.
So the first band playing Pointfest, Oxymorons. Here's a little Oxymorons for you.
This band is awesome.
Heavy. All right, you got the Oxymorons playing Pointfest Saturday, May 17th. Thank you, Oxymorons. We'll see you in May. All right, the next band I'm about to tell you about is probably the band that has the best name I've ever heard. I don't know much about them. Are they KC?
I don't know. I know that the boss absolutely loves this band, and I think his wife is this.
No. Yeah, no, you're
I'm thinking of the other one with the cool name.
I don't know, but this is a great band name.
And I'm looking forward to seeing them.
They
'cause
do
I
have
hear
a
great
KC
things.
connection for sure.
The band is called Post-Sex Nachos.
That's right.
Post-Sex Nachos, playing Pointfest on May 17th. There's a little Post-Sex Nachos. The song is called Growing Old. Okay.
It's summertime fever.
Post-Sex Nacho.
Columbia.
Columbia Mo. Oh.
I think Columbia, yeah.
All right, that's Post-Sex Nachos. You'll see them at Pointfest on May 17th, along with Oxymorons. All right, next band I'm about to tell you about. These guys have been around for quite a long time. And I haven't seen these guys in years. And every time I see this group, they entertain the hell out of me.
Yep.
Playing Pointfest 2025, May 17th, Alien Ant Farm.
Yes.
It's the original lineup? Same dudes?
Almost all. Yeah, I think the bass player might be a slightly different guy.
Right.
But yeah, they're all the dudes that you know.
All right, Alien Ant Farm.
Yes.
Love it. See them at Pointfest on May the 17th. By the way, tickets go on sale officially Friday at noon. Mm-hmm. Point Club pre-sale happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pre-sale, use the code POINT if you want to get in on the pre-sale. Tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock. That goes through Thursday, 10 p.m. General on sale Friday at noon. First week only. Select reserved and lawn tickets. Just $30.
Nice.
All right, so we got Oxymorons. We've got Post-Sex Nachos. We've got Alien Ant Farm. And we've got... Thank you, Alien Ant Farm. Enough for you.
Yeah, they're going to be there.
Twice.
You get it. You'll be there.
They're just going to do that song 9 times.
These guys that played Pointfest, God, a lot. And they're great. And they're great with their first singer, and they're great with their new singer. Playing Pointfest 2025. Sick puppies. This was the free hug song, remember?
Yeah. It won like YouTube Video of the Year.
Yeah, before
2006.
Sick Puppies really kind of broke out, it was a viral video that did it. It was a guy that was standing on a corner that had a sign that said free hugs.
Yeah, I think they did really well in Australia until this. This is what broke them
Yeah.
in the U.S.
All right, Sick Puppies, you'll see them at Pointfest on May the 17th. All right, next up, a local group. Actually, there's a couple local connections on this Pointfest. So local boys made good. In fact, one of the band members works here in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Pointfest 2025, May 17th, Ludo.
Nice.
All right.
That's
I can't wait for that.
So let's recap. We got oxymorons. We've got post-sex nachos. We've got Alien Ant Farm. We've got sick puppies. We've got Ludo.
Dang.
And now we go up to America's hat
Oh, yes.
to find a band from Canada.
Wear boots.
Where boots? Not sure exactly where.
Okay.
I don't know. Somewhere up there.
All right.
I love these guys.
Burlington, Ontario.
Burlington, Ontario.
Yeah, it
I
does.
love these guys. And these guys played at Pointfest, I want to say, 9-10 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, Finger 11. Again, Pointfest tickets go on sale officially Friday at noon. Pre-sale starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Use the code POINT. First week of sales, get select reserve and lawn tickets for just $30. All right, so we got Finger 11 playing.
So far, very up-tempo vibes
Yeah, this is
for this
fun.
Point Fest.
Yeah.
It's like a party night.
Nothing too moody,
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's what's needed.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're up north. Now we're going to go directly south.
Okay.
Going to go down to Texas for the next for this next band.
ZZ Top, let's go.
Nope, not ZZ
No.
Top, but I tell you what,
Original
the
lineup.
debut album from this band is damn near perfect.
Really
You
is.
mean it
From
is perfect.
front to back.
Wow.
And it's one of the cornerstones of 90s alternative.
I believe this was a 1994 release, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's part of that crazy year of perfection.
Yeah, perfect alternative.
Part of that year's perfection of music released.
And they've released an incredible amount of great music through the years.
And the record we're talking about is Rubberneck. And the band we're talking about, you got the Toadies. They're so good live, too.
Dude, they're incredible.
Man, if you got a chance to see them live,
And
come
this
to
is
Pointfest.
this is it. And you know what? This is scratching the nostalgia for so many Point listeners who are like daydreaming of years gone by Point Fest.
Oh, you want to hear about years gone by Pointfest?
I
Wait till these
do.
next two bands
I
I'm
know,
about to tell
I'm
you about.
excited.
I will say this about the Toadies. The second concert I ever went to, I was about 14 or so, and it was Bush headlining. Toadies was one of the openers. And Toadies was so incredible that I ended up leaving kind of early for Bush because it was boring. It was it's not that great.
All right, well, you see the Toadies at Pointfest on May 17th. All right, up next, we go from Texas back to St. Louis. So we're home. We're going to be home for a little bit. Going to snatch up our next band. As long as the lead singer is not busy that day, because it's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy.
He'll be at Pointfest on May 17th. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Pointfest 2025. The Earth. All right. I remember when I got to St. Louis, the Urge, I guess, were on a hiatus. And they played at Pointfest. It was their big return, big reunion show. And I'd never seen them before. And I remember when I was doing nights, and people call up and say, play that mother effing Urge, stuff. I go, what is the big deal about this band? The songs are good, but what's the big deal? And then I
Soul
saw
music.
them, and then I saw them at that Pointfest when they got back together. And I remember just being mesmerized watching these guys.
Yeah.
And I went, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Still doing it exactly how they did 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
The last time we saw them was at my birthday party.
Well, I went this past November.
Oh, okay.
And they still got it.
Okay.
I did a show
Ryder.
with them on the Eclipse.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right,
Kinda
so
weird today, but it was fun.
We got Pointfest Saturday, May 17th, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We've got tickets going on sale Friday at noon. Pre-sale happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. through Thursday at 10 p.m. using the code POINT. First week, select reserve and lawn tickets, just $30. And I got one more band for you. And I saw The Urge, but I didn't know they were The Urge. They were just an opener.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1996 or 97, the Roseland Ballroom in New York City.
Wow.
And they were opening for our Pointfest headliner. And I had no idea that years later I would know the guys. But that band I went to go see that day, where The Urge was opening, we'll see them at Pointfest. Stop it, Steve.
Damn it, Steve.
Can't stop. The guy has a ball of energy. He was actually bench pressing during that whole song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 311.
Yes.
You'll see 311 at Pointfest. There it is.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
That's a great springtime show, guys.
Yes.
It is.
You think Nick Hexton will come out for Jump Right In?
100%.
That'd be sweet.
100%. That is a great springtime show.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's phenomenal.
Opening up concert season with this,
Oh,
please.
so
This gives
good.
me
Me such 90s vibes. And you still got some newer bands on there, so you're still going to learn about somebody. It's perfect.
Pointfest is back. 311, The Urge, Toadies, Finger 11, Ludo, Sex Puppies.
The sex
good,
puppies
too.
are going to be there.
Wow.
Sick Puppies, Alien Ant Farm, Post-Sex Nachos, Oxymorons, and more. Saturday, May 17th, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Tickets on sale Friday at noon. All the details up on our website, 1057thepoint.com.
Really is a perfect point fest. It's a perfect point fest. Because
Oh, dude, I'm super pumped.
Yes,
Because
and I'm
chances
sure
are-
people will react that way.
chances are there's a band on there that is incredible that you've seen before that you're like, yeah, I'm excited to see because I'm sure they're going to do something slightly different because they all have huge catalogs at this point. And chances are there's a band that you've wanted to see forever and haven't. For me, it's the Toadies. And then the bands that are going to be on the side stages are incredible performers with great music that, like Learn said, you may learn of your new favorite band or something. Like, this is a perfect point fest.
Yeah.
It has everything.
Yep.
And I think you're right. It's up-tempo. It's upbeat.
Dude, by the way, a whole bunch of people on the instant feedback saying that Post-Sex Nachos they've seen, and they're amazing.
Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
I can't wait to go see them.
Me too.
It's a great name.
All right, again, all the details at 1057thepoint.com. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Lots of people and corporations stepping up to help everybody out on the West Coast. Beyonce is helping with fire relief efforts for Los Angeles. She donated $2.5 million. I saw that Taylor Swift donated $10 million. Travis Kelce.
Oh, T-Swizzle?
Yeah, she donated a ton. Travis Kelce donated $1 million. Celebrities like Jimmy Kimmel, they opened a donation center in the backlot of his show, which returned to the airwaves last night. Metallica donated $500,000 from the All Within My Hands Foundation. And David Spade is offering $5,000 to anyone who helps catch the people that are lighting the fires. Now, the Grammys are still on for February 2nd at the Crypto.com Arena, and the show is going to help raise money for the relief effort. Major studios also kicking in tens of millions of dollars for relief effort. And Tom Brady is doing his part for himself. He's reportedly hired private security to protect his $20 million LA mansion from looters.
Offensive line.
Good job.
And-
Way to
and-
go, Brady.
Yeah, you average
What if he
ass.
hired his old O-line?
Yeah, for protection. Is anybody hating on that?
About what? What part?
Tom Brady?
No. If you have the means,
I'm
know-
sure he's not
come
the only celebrity that's doing that.
I'm sure. Well, yes, I'm sure quite a few celebrities are doing that to protect their homes. But you know, I saw a lot of hate for people hiring private firemen
yeah.
To come take
to
fires
come
out of their area.
protect their homes or private security.
Especially
But it
when they
worked.
found out they were all strippers.
Well, you can do whatever it takes. I mean, if you're in that situation, I mean, if you had access to something like that, you would do it too.
Yeah.
course.
You know,
I would, but I would
Different.
offset it by doing something
good
for
as well.
everybody.
For sure.
which they might be.
I wouldn't
And Tom
just
Brady
do
might
that.
be doing that.
Because, I mean, now you got guys in the neighborhood watching everything, so it's
Right.
a much.
You don't know how much Tom Brady donated, or if anything.
Yeah, we
I don't
don't
know.
know.
We just know that the press says he got private security for his mansion.
himself,
He's got
yeah.
7 rings to protect.
He's got $20 million up in that house. Carrie Underwood is going to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration at the U.S. Capitol on Monday. She's going to sing America the Beautiful with the Armed Forces Chorus and the United States Naval Academy Glee Club. Carrie Underwood said, quote, "I love our country, and I'm honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I'm humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future." She's not the only person that's saying this as well. The Village People are going to perform at the Trump inaugural ball as well and rally later that day. And they said, "We know this won't make some of you happy to hear. However, we believe that music is to be performed without regard to politics. And our song YMCA is a global anthem that hopefully brings the country together after a tumultuous and divided campaign where our preferred candidate had lost."
I can't wait till they do In the Navy. That's my favorite.
Just for you.
Bring a tear to your eye.
Yeah.
Kid
Just
Rock
a
will also
manager
be
a
there.
dusty phone in a manager's office that rang. He's like, "What? That's my YMCA line.
Well, Trump loves that song.
The wife.
No one's called this phone since 1984.
Hello.
We would love to.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. Put on your short shorts and construction worker
Right,
outfit. Let's
get it
go.
out.
And
your
it's
uniform
not a
ready?
wedding. Where's the leather guy?
Oh, he's ready.
Nine Inch Nails are plotting a 2025 world tour, but they're waiting to announce details because of the wildfires. So yesterday, some of the dates leaked. And so Nine Inch Nails put this statement out. "Since some dates and information about our world tour have leaked, we are confirming that, yes, we will be touring and will provide more details soon. We're all watching the devastation that's unfolding in California and have paused our announcement while people try to deal with all that is happening."
Does the Village People still go around with the guy with the Indian headdress
The
on?
Native American guy? I think so. Yeah, that'll all be out.
That's
so
not the preferred nomenclature.
So we got the I'm sorry, the Native American.
Headpiece.
Okay, we've got the construction worker. You've
you
got
got the biker, right? The cop? Is there a cop?
Oh, there's a cop.
Duh.
There's a cop. What
What
else?
does
What
that
are we
say?
missing?
Let's see. What did Garth Algar dress up as?
He was a construction
worker, and then
Accountant.
no, Wayne
the
was the
accountant.
construction worker because he had the handlebar mustache.
Oh yeah, Wayne was the construction
Garth
worker.
was the cop.
Yes.
Cowboy.
Oh, the
Cowboy.
cowboy.
Yes. Everyone is
How
represented.
could we forget about the cowboy?
Feel bad now.
Do you guys want
And
to
you
keep
grew up in Shelbina.
going on this? Okay. Three Doors Down singer Brad Arnold, who is now 9 years sober, discussed his decision to quit drinking with the Alan Jackson Ministries. Here's some audio of Brad Arnold talking about how he used to call Charlie Daniels for help
I
to
thought
get
this
him.
was a sweet story.
I did
actually.
too.
Here's Brad Arnold from Three Doors Down.
I was in Japan one day, and we were playing the show for the troops. I was just kind of having a night, and I could feel myself slipping away, that it wasn't me anymore. This wasn't going to last a lot longer. And I FaceTimed Mr. Charlie, and I was sitting there just sobbing and just telling him how unhappy I was in my life. He was a great counsel to me before this time. He always had great advice to tell me. He said, "Son," he said, he said, if you love your wife and you love God like you say you do, you need to come home and you need to go rehab." And I was like, "All right, well, I'll do that." And I would like to say that I got off the phone and called my wife and said, "Baby, I'm going to go to rehab." I called her. I was like, "Well, I'm going to rehab. I guess that makes you happy." You know?
Who knew those two guys were buddies?
I know.
Charlie Daniels and Three Doors Down.
That makes sense. I mean, they both are part of that country world a little bit. Three Doors Down.
Well, you could tell the guy
Christian
from Three
guys.
Doors Down is from Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, that could
When I go crazy, I call the Charlie Daniels Band.
Arnold said the last 9 years of his life without alcohol have been the best years of his life so far. So
Good for him, man.
That's awesome.
Good for Charlie.
Yeah, and good for Charlie.
Good
All right.
advice.
R.I.P. Charlie.
Let's see what else. Carload of people rolled up on Justin Timberlake the other night, posted a video online, and they get JT to roll down the window, and he wasn't having their BS. Here's a little audio of
What happened here?
these people
Maybe
saw
these people.
Justin Timberlake,
Okay.
and they got him to roll down the window, and this is kind of the
This
exchange.
is the exchange, right?
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Bro, roll out the window. Roll down the window.
You want something?
Let's race.
You want something? No.
Let's race.
You want something?
No. Let's race. Stop.
Get out of here.
Ooh, things got spicy. Do you think he was out of
You say
line?
stinker?
What was under the bleep? I gotta know.
I think it was Stinker. Get out of here, Stinkers.
I have to have a conclusion about how I feel about this, and
I'll go back
Or
to the
silly
end here.
gooses?
Listen.
Get out of here.
I think he says
S
MF.
words.
Oh, he says.
He said what?
Either get out of your S's
Yeah, silly gooses.
Are you
Get out of here,
MFs?
silly gooses.
or you MFs.
What led up to this? Anything?
Stoplight. They were at a
But that's
stoplight.
it. They
Yeah.
weren't like tailing him or being.
No, they just
weird or
realized, oh
anything?
my God, that's Justin Timberlake in this car
Well,
next
hey,
to me.
roll down your window. If you saw Justin Timberlake next to you, roll down your window.
You start
rolls down his window.
barking
Yeah,
orders
little.
at him.
The Grey
He
Poupon.
rolls down his window, and I would go, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
You're Justin
Also-
Timberlake.
Can I order a drink from you?
If you're going to roll down your window and you're Justin Timberlake, be ready.
Right.
They answered your question 4 times. You want something? Let's race. You want something? Yes, let's race. Do you want something? And I'm like, have a better comeback. Like, be prepared if
He
you're
didn't
going to
think
talk
of it.
trash.
He didn't think of it past that, did he?
No.
Justin Timberlake is very unlikable.
Well,
To be honest with you.
Yeah, things are going bad, I feel like, for him.
I always thought he was unlikable.
Oh, I didn't. I liked him a lot. I liked him a lot in like the early 2000s. Like when he went solo.
The ramen
and things
noodle
were
days.
cool.
The Justified record is one of the best records of the decade. Those
I
are,
liked it.
They're all
like
good
Man of the
records.
Woods.
I don't know, you know what, when there's smoke, there's fire. And, you know, the whole Britney Spears thing, a lot of it was on him.
And the ramen noodle hair.
The ramen noodle hair, I don't like it. He seems like a big dope.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but big dopes can make good music, and you can just leave it. I just leave it. The guy has. My wife hates him right now because of the whole Jessica Biel thing. Like she's like, screw
Jessica
Justin
Biel's
forever.
red.
This guy, you know, like I mean, she was on his side until that.
What
But-
happened with Jessica Biel?
Well, he held hands with his co-star.
Yeah.
And then it lit things up, and then they've been, and now they're separated. I think Jessica Biel and Silas
for-
are in living in a
Are
different
you
place.
for real?
I think so. I think I read that over the break,
Oh, my wife will
which is very upsetting.
Well,
need to know that.
Guys, Holler has put out its list of country artists that you need to look out for in the future, and they've done this before. Like Red Clay Strays were on their list last year, and and they've blown up.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is who I should look out for.
are you ready? Be looking out for these people, okay? And let me know which name you think is real on this list.
Okay.
Willow Avalon,
Okay.
Max McNown, Hudson Westbrook, Gabriella Rose, Belle France, Braxton Keith, Mackenzie Carpenter, Ty Myers, Ken Pomeroy, and Waylon Wyatt.
Waylon Wyatt. Did you make that last one up?
Waylon? No, this is these are all
Legit.
people that we need to be looking out
Braxton Keith sounds like, you know, like when the surname is first and they're reading roll call and
Yes.
it's Ben Stein going, Braxton Keith.
Yeah,
That's
Keith
Braxton, comma Keith.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Braxton Keith.
for. I got a couple of people in my periphery of life where, like my stepdad's one of his good friends, Kent.
Hey, Kent.
His 2 kids moved down to Nashville and became country artists, and they changed their names. And I think it's the wildest damn thing ever.
Did they pick Braxton Keith?
So they
Pretty
went
much.
with Wyatt or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. And then
Braxton.
one of the guys changed his name back to his real name. I don't know, man. It's weird to me that country musicians feel the need to change their names
But they
more
have
than
for-
any other genre.
But but they have forever and ever. I mean,
Yeah, I don't respect people
Why
who
is
change
that?
their names.
because it's a. I mean, nothing has been more like
Yeah.
perfectly marketed than country music over the last 100 years.
They try to not make their names sound ethnic.
Yeah, but these all sound like you're from Tennessee.
It needs
These
to-
are ethnic
they're
in the
trying.
sense of I'm a country guy.
Right. It needs to be neutral and play like
Do
a
you
certain,
think?
play a certain game, but it,
Belle France.
Do you think
SZA.
that Ian Goldfarb is going to be taken seriously in the country music world?
Dude, I don't care what your name is. Is your music good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
but
gives
you,
a
but,
crap
but you
about your
do
name,
care
by the
what
way?
their name is because right now we're making fun of Braxton Keith.
Yeah.
It's the only one that like stood out. Conway Twitty, I forget what his name was, but it was easy. It was simple. It was like a country name, but it just didn't ring and stick in the mind as much. So he went with that.
Well, Waylon Wyatt is really reaching.
That is
I don't
real
like it.
country.
Harold Lloyd Jenkins was Conway Twitty's real
Yeah, Harold Jenkins. Imagine somebody
Harold
coming
Harold
along.
Lloyd Jenkins.
I like that.
I know that
Yeah, but
works.
that doesn't
But
sound,
we like that
doesn't
now.
sound country. Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty.
that's country.
That's
Well,
country.
hello,
Sounds like he's
darling.
now.
Patsy
Yeah.
Cline. But I think that's her real
country.
name.
But I mean, it doesn't Chappell Roan's real name isn't Chappell Roan. It's like all
Showbiz.
these showbiz people change.
Lady Gaga.
I know.
My grandparents were in show business. They were dancers. back in the 40s.
You better be bringing that energy to this. Hot
Well,
Shots.
and they changed their name. They changed it. Rizzuto was too
Italian.
and they don't want that does not play in. They were like dancers, like a Fred Astaire kind of thing. I think they were on the Ed Sullivan Show too.
Wow.
But Rizzuto does not play in the Midwest.
It does, though.
They went with
the Rizzuto
Joyce.
show has played.
Farouk Balsara.
Joyce. 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 So instead of Rizzuto, Joyce.
Interesting. Kendra Wilkinson is the former Playboy model who was part of the reality show about the Playboy Mansion with the other bunnies. Remember her?
Yes.
Well, people are, I guess, all up in arms, body shaming the hell
Was she the
out
one
of her.
that was married to him?
She was no, she was married to Hank Basquette, who played for the Eagles.
Yep.
But she was like the most popular. She was like the poster child of it for a minute there.
Holly was the poster child, and she was married to Hugh Hefner, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this other chick wound up doing other reality shows and stuff like that.
Well, Kendra Wilkinson still looks really great. I just want to put that out there. She's 39 years old. People are body shaming her online. She posted on her Instagram a full body mirror selfie, and she says, quote, "Yes, I've gained weight. Yes, I'm aging. Yes, I'm not that girl I was before, the Playboy girl. But for once in a long time, I feel good and mentally healthy." The chick looks great. It sucks so bad that when you put yourself literally all out there in Playboy and people are looking at, you're famous because of your body, and then as she's had babies and just aged.
You're acting like you're surprised by this.
No, I want to put some good stuff out there and just say she looks great. Any one of us seeing her on the street would go, that's a hot chick.
Of course. You put yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there for criticism.
Yeah.
And it sucks that people are mean.
It does.
But how many good comments were there?
There are plenty. People
Let's
love
focus
her.
on that.
All right.
You know me. 2025.
Hey, you know what? Look at you.
2025.
It's a year to be greedy.
It's a year to be positive.
And positive.
Well, maybe if you're so positive tonight, you can watch the new Diddy documentary called The Making of a Bad Boy. It hits Peacock tonight.
Yeah.
Moving into movie news, Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor, they were married in 2000. They have 2 kids. They separated in 2017. And then if you would remember, during the pandemic, they came back together to live platonically.
How can I forget?
And Ben Stiller says that was one of the best things that they could have done is get separated because they have so much more appreciation for what they have because they now know what happens when they don't have it. So having that separation for a couple of years, living together platonically, those two are back together better than ever before. And I love them a lot. They're good Hollywood
She
couple.
was...
She was Marsha in the Brady Bunch.
And also in Dodgeball.
Right.
She was
And
the
Hey
love
Dude.
interest. And Hey Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
She was in Hey Dude.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's where
Remember
That's
that?
where she got her
first
start.
fell in love.
She's so cute. Lisa Kudrow says we are super close to a Romy and Michelle sequel. She was on the Drew Barrymore show and says that she will come back as Michelle. Mira Sorvino will also come back as Romy. And there's a script that's really good by
This
Robin
is what
Schiff.
the world needs.
I love Romy and Michelle's
This
high
will
school
actually
reunion.
put the fires out.
It will. Antiques Roadshow is coming to St. Louis. I don't know where. I looked in this article and it won't tell me where it's popping up.
Do you have something to take?
I do have some things at my house that I wonder.
I would go.
What do you got? You got
I got some paintings.
Like a mantle clock.
I got some old heirlooms from my father that are like old as hell.
Yo, take it in.
I know.
Yeah.
Got some Vietnam.
How do you get
War
on?
stuff.
On the show.
How do you get on the show? I'm sure you go down there and
I don't know,
bring
but
whatever.
if Lauren shows up with anything,
Well, you get a
they're
ticket.
going to put her on a TV.
Each ticketed guest can bring 2 items for a free verbal appraisal of antiques, art, and collectibles from leading auction houses and independent dealers. So this is going to be coming to St. Louis May 13th, Antiques Roadshow. I don't have a venue yet for it, but it's coming.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You're going to be on TV.
Whoa, indeed.
You got some stuff to bring?
I have a couple of paintings that I think would appraise to be a couple $100.
Shoot.
That's nothing to laugh at.
And finally, I'm going to give you a shocking celebrity fact. And I want you guys to take a guess at who is the celebrity.
Okay.
Okay?
Bill Murray.
Hang on.
Oh.
Number 1, this sports celebrity has broken his penis while having sex on 3 different occasions. Buzz with your name. Buzz with your name.
Who's the biggest
I
liar?
will keep score.
Sports celebrity?
Sports celebrity.
Sports celebrity.
Do you remember how
Riz.
we just
Riz.
learned how rare that is? And this person has done it 3 times.
Well,
Yeah.
once,
It's like once you get struck by lightning,
had
it
sex
happens.
a lot.
once it's broken once.
Yeah, it just falls
Yeah,
down.
read about these guys being struck by lightning like 7 times.
Because you're
once
stupid
it
enough to keep
happens-
walking out in
Tiger
this field.
Woods.
Incorrect. Anybody
Well,
else
not
want to
the
Tiger
guess?
fact that it's still working, I think it's magic.
Magic Johnson?
Broke his penis. Okay, no.
That's
Wait,
Neither
I didn't
one of
guess.
us. No, I know. Do you want to guess? Go.
John Daly.
No.
Pete Rose.
No. Again, this is a sports celebrity.
Can you
who's
give us a
retired.
sport?
Basketball. He's retired.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
You guys are not buzzing with your name, but yes, Riz, point for Riz. Dennis Rodman.
What did you say?
Dennis Rodman.
Very good.
Once she said basketball.
Okay.
Also, I think that's probably made up.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you.
All right, guys. This terrorist was a huge fan of Whitney Houston and even had a plan to kill her then husband, Bobby Brown.
Riz.
Go.
Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
2 points for Riz.
Takes my
That
points.
one.
Congrats.
Gotta
You
be
could
quick.
have buzzed in with your name.
Gotta be
I
quicker
did.
than that.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Did you? No, you want. I know. Did you say your name?
I said my name.
Give him half a point.
Damn it. Okay, half point for men. This actor is convinced that 1 × 1 = 2, and then he claimed that he can prove it. Also, when he was a kid, he watched his dad stab a man to death while they were waiting in line to take pictures with the department store Santa. Who is the actor?
Riz. Terrence Howard.
That is
Nice.
correct.
Remember his name.
Somebody read the
I was gonna say
article.
No, he was just on Rogan.
I
and he
almost said
that.
Terrence Mann. Yeah, he's got some wild theories.
He was just on Rogan, and
And he's very
that was a big
peaceful and
deal.
not angry man.
Terrence Howard. That whole math thing was a big story a couple of months ago.
1 × 1 = 1, not 2.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
He could prove it.
somebody got stabbed.
He's
in
an
front of
idiot, and he
Santa.
could prove it.
and there's a few stories about
2, man.
there's a few stories about him being unruly and difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Terrence Howard.
Number 4.
Yeah, didn't he get kicked off of Iron Man
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
for what?
for
That
being
they
an
replaced him
a-hole?
with Cheadle.
He just wanted more money.
Oh.
I think he wanted more money, but I also think that nobody wanted him back.
Nah.
When this actress was 22 years old, she hired a hitman to try and kill her, but instead, he talked her out of it. Who is the actress? When she was 22. Edgy actress.
Wait.
Super weird.
Hired someone to try to kill her?
Yeah, she was hiring a hitman to kill her at
To
the
kill
age of
her?
22. Yeah.
To kill herself.
Boy.
And the hitman talked her out of it?
Yes.
God, what's her name?
She's gorgeous. You've seen a million movies with her in it.
Still acting?
Yes. Just had a new movie come out.
Scott. Charlize.
Good guess.
Moon.
Go Moon.
Megan Fox.
Good guess. You're in the right kind of zone with weirdness.
Drew Barrymore.
No.
Moon.
Winona Ryder.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Point for Moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so weird, dude.
She is very strange.
She's like one story away from me being really over her. Just all the weirdness is just
Remember
so.
she was like making out with her brother.
Yeah, and then her and Billy Bob wearing like blood vials around their neck. And almost
We just had sex in the car.
she's got issues with her dad. She's got issues with her ex. I'm just like,
Hasn't she not talked to John Boyd since she was like 10?
yeah. And now wildly enough, their kids don't talk to their dad. She just seems weird to me.
This actor, this legendary actor, was raised by his grandmother, but he was told that she was his mother, and he was told that his actual mother was his sister, and he didn't find out about the truth until his mother/sister died in 1974.
I know this one.
Okay?
Riz.
Riz.
Jack Nicholson.
That is Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
Dang, son.
Got a couple more.
Dude, did you hear that story Elijah Wood was talking about when he met Jack Nicholson? Jack Nicholson comes up to him and goes, Frodo. And he goes, hi, sir. And he goes, so did you die? And he goes, what? And he goes, did you die? And Frodo. And he goes, oh, you didn't see the movie? And he goes, oh, I saw it. Too many endings. Too many endings. I left before the last ending. Did you die? And he's like, no, you should watch the movie. And he goes, no, too many endings.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, he told him it was too long and there was too many endings.
Whatever, dude. He makes like 3-hour Scorsese films like
Yes.
every day of his life.
Did you die?
Did you die? All right, 2 more. And these are worth 10,000 points each.
That's good.
This person's mother, this actor's mother, it's a male, was an engineer named Judith Love Cohen, who helped create the system that rescued the Apollo 13 crew. She was an astrophysicist. An engineer.
Say again.
This one.
Judith Love Cohen.
No. Earlier. What were you saying earlier?
This is an actor, his mother, and she helped to rescue the Apollo 13 crew.
Oh, Scott.
Go, Scott.
Carrot Top.
No. Good guess.
Anybody?
No, isn't it somebody like
Riz.
10,000 points.
It's Jack Black.
It's Jack Black. That's 100% correct. And finally, for 20,000 points.
20,000 points.
This is huge for me because I have not answered one correctly yet.
And you should know this.
Thank you.
Oh.
All of you should.
Who is Willie Nelson?
This legendary musician has a son who is younger than his great-grandchild by 2 years. This legendary musician.
Who is Moon?
Moon?
Who is Mick Jagger?
Mick Jagger's correct. Moon wins 20,000 points.
I knew that.
That's the only one that really makes sense.
Yes, that was an
He's got
educated guess.
40 kids.
He does have 40
I've
kids.
never heard of that.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Janine Mason, that's Dr. Sam from Grey's Anatomy, is 34. Grant Gustin from The Flash, that's Barry Allen on The Flash, is 35. Kevin Durand from The Strain and Lost is 51. Dave Grohl, your favorite, is 56. Jason Bateman is also 56. LL Cool J is 57. Zach Wilde is 58. Carrie Green, that's Andy from The Goonies. Also, she's the cheerleader Corey Haim falls for in the movie Lucas. She's 58. Dan Schneider. If you grew up over the last 20 years, this guy was in your childhood. He writes and produces for Nickelodeon. Was he the one that was in that documentary?
The documentary?
Yes.
Well, he's 59.
The creator, they call him.
Yep. Slick Rick is 60. Mark Addy, that's Robert Baratheon from Game of Thrones. He's also in that new Dune Prophecy show. He's 61. Steven Soderbergh, director of Magic Mike, Traffic. Aaron Brockovich, Oceans 11, 12, and 13. Is 62. T-Bone Burnett, Counting Crows producer, researched and assembled much of the fine music you hear in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I think the guy's won an Oscar and a couple Grammys and a bunch of stuff. He's 77. And Faye Dunaway, Bonnie and Clyde, Chinatown star, and also in... this is the star who read the wrong Best Picture winner at the 2017 Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when she was like, sorry, Moonlight. Faye Dunaway is 84 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Victoria Givens. And today's birthday girl has been in 163 fine films, including Ass Freaks 1, Ass Pirates, R, Big Rack Attack 3, Date My Slut Mom 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh.
Scott's favorite, Gooey Buns 3.
Wonderful.
She was in Mommy Stole My Boyfriend 1, The Sopranos 8, Over 30 and Dirty. And who could forget a role in 2004's Butt Plumbers?
Yeah, I tried to watch The Sopranos, but it's so gritty and 90s looking. I couldn't get through it.
Not The Sopranos 8.
I hate how it ended.
Victoria Givens is 55 years old. It's porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. And Rafe, how about a contest?
Yeah, we're going to play a little game called, I guess we'll call it Mind Meld. I don't know what else to call it, so.
Okay.
About that.
We're going to play a game called Mind Meld.
Let's do it.
And we're going to give away Pointfest tickets. Pointfest happening on Saturday, May 17th at the Amphitheater. 311 The Urge, Toadies, Finger 11, Ludo, Sick Puppies, Alien Ant Farm, Post Sex, Nachos, Oxymorons. Tickets are on sale Friday at noon. So how does this game work?
Is this the game that we played yesterday and I yelled at you guys?
Yes.
Okay. I'm excited for this.
We tried it out in the studio. It did not go well.
It's very simple. You will call in and you will pick two people and you can bet on or against them, and we will start. I will say whatever word comes to your mind. Each person will say a word, and they have 5 chances to find the common word and say it at the same time that connects those two things.
Do you guys remember what yesterday's was?
No.
You said mountain, and he said water, and then you 3, 2, 1, and who knows what you said. But the answer is clearly waterfall. That would be the...
They said cloud.
In between, yeah. And I screamed,
So how does somebody win tickets?
waterfall.
They win tickets by betting on or against. We get 5 chances to find the same word. If we don't get it,
okay,
they're out. What?
You're so frustrated with us already.
What?
Well, it's just like, hey, make a game. We're going to tear it to shreds when you do.
No,
I didn't tear anything apart.
No, it's
this
all
is a
good.
great
I
guy.
apologize.
I haven't been this excited in weeks.
Me too, man.
I didn't tear
pumped.
anything apart.
I love it.
Excited.
Dude,
Once we pick you, by the way, you're going to be
My
off the
toes are tingling with excitement.
You're going to be off the table.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have everybody to play here.
Yeah.
314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Mind Meld for Pointfest tickets next.
When emotions go from 0 to 100 in a matter of
I've already
seconds,
got a headache.
I'm stoked. I think it's great.
Come on, man.
All right, so we all live with somebody. Who's the bigger baby when they're sick, you or your partner? Who's the bigger baby when they're sick?
What are the baby limitations? Because, like, I want all the help. Tim wants none of the help, which I find annoying because all I want to do is help.
It means, like, you need meals cooked for you. You need, Everything needs to be cleaned up after them. All the household tasks need to be covered. Who's the bigger baby?
That's got to be me.
Yeah, neither of us are trouble at all. We're not whiners, but I'm definitely the bigger baby.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah?
It's surprisingly, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
Who's the bigger baby when they're
Probably
sick?
Tina. Not by much, though. We're both kind of... I like to be left alone. I don't complain. I'm just like, I'm just going to go in here and be miserable. I don't want to spread it around.
That's me. But I do, when I am bothered, I am mean.
Yeah.
And a giant baby and a wuss. My wife's a baby, too. Like, big time, but I'm bigger than her as far as... We both suck when we're sick.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just isolate, but thankfully, when I'm sick, I usually don't have an appetite. The only time I get really babyish is if I'm hungry, because then you're miserable, you're sore, and you don't want to have to get up and actually get food.
I just don't ask me to do anything. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to be. I don't like being alone when I'm sick. Not that I want him to get sick, but I like just be in the other room where I can see you in case something happens.
Have you ever used the words, "Can't you see I'm sick"?
Yeah.
I could see
Whenever
it.
you're asked to do
I
something.
really don't want much.
Yeah.
I really don't want anything. Just leave me alone.
That doesn't seem that babyish to me. Tina likes to be cared for, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I just think that's more babyish as an adult. You know what I mean? Like, I have to... She's like, "Can you get me some Pedialyte? Can you go to...
Yeah.
Can you get me? Can you get me?
Can you give me a
Could you bring
popsicle?"
me? Can you get me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love a popsicle. Yeah, exactly. Which I don't mind at all. Like, I get that. Like, if you don't feel good... She has a lot of the... She has a lot more supplies when she's sick. When I'm sick, I'm like, box of Kleenex. Angry Midwestern attitude.
That's how you handle
See you
your
in 3
sickness?
days.
Yeah, I also don't have a great bedside manner. So
She's
if you're
taking
sick,
everything.
I'm not
Yeah, you're
No
the last
way.
person out of this team. You're the last person I would want to help me.
Yeah,
if I were
seriously, I'm
sick.
okay with that.
You're more of a baby when she's sick.
Yeah, you're
You have to
annoying.
do everything.
Yeah.
I get so aggravated with Tim because I'm like, let's say he's been hungover or something, and I'm like, all right, hey, do you want some water? You want some Advil? No, I don't want anything. And then he'll say to me, all right, I do want you to do something for me. Make me a smoothie. Which sounds easy enough, but gosh damn it, now I gotta go look at all the fruit in the fridge.
Oh,
and mix them up.
The man is sick. So you're like me.
And he doesn't want a smoothie how normal people drink it. He likes to have his smoothies, and I don't think he would mind me sharing this, lukewarm.
Ew.
What?
No ice in the smoothie.
Yuck.
All right.
I guess,
that's
and
not
I'm
bad.
like, well,
Okay.
is
Baby,
that
can
how
you
you
heat
guys
that
do
milk
it?
up?
That's not that weird.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
A warm smoothie?
Room temperature.
Oh, come
pretty
on,
good.
dude. I
That's
want
pretty weird, man.
frozen fruits
No,
I
and
love
ice.
a guy
I mean-
too, but
If you put like milk and like fruit in a blender,
It's pretty cold already.
it's cold.
But it's not going to get drank right. And now it's there on the stupid
That's not what he
nightstand.
wants.
It's 78 degrees by the time you're drinking it. It's
he wants a
disgusting.
body temperature smoothie.
He's sick. The man is sick.
The man is sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give him what he wants. I know.
My wife does not require much, but one of the things that I feel like I'm really good at doing is I feel like I'm one of the Queen's guards, and if the kids are being quiet, I get so serious, like it's my job to keep the house tidy and quiet.
Yeah, the
when
Night's
she's
Watch.
sick. Yeah, I'm just make way for the Queen's guard.
I'll be honest with you. Once the sniffles hit, so the drama hits too. I mean,
For you?
everybody.
Oh,
Mom is sleeping.
Oh,
Everybody's dramatic.
Be quiet.
That's funny. I think I just I like NyQuil out. I sleep it off. I'm just like, body will repair itself in hibernation. And take like twice the recommended adult dose of NyQuil and go into the Matrix for like 12
Plug in.
hours.
Yeah.
That's how I attack sickness. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it.
Oh, that's worked before. I have this like irrational fear of NyQuil or anything drowsy like that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to wake up. So I that's
should.
for emergencies only. That's the parachute.
That is my emergency.
And I did that once, dude. I was sick in Europe on a bus with two different bands. We had a double-decker bus, and I was like, I had to get something, and I took NyQuil, like you said, and dude, it knocked me out for like 11 hours, and I woke up a different person. I was like, this stuff works. I get it. I'm still.
Oh, you were good.
Super scared of it.
You probably just needed sleep.
I just needed sleep. Yeah. But I was.
NyQuil closes all the
washed.
exits from the dreamscape.
Nice.
That's the
does,
only thing
dude.
you have. If you start having a nightmare with NyQuil, you're
dude.
finishing the nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not waking up from it.
You are
It's a
wrestling
slogan.
with dragons. I remember getting in the bunk and feeling like, oh, wait, I think it's kicking in. And I feel like I closed my eyes and I descended a wooden ladder into a dark room.
Yeah.
Do they still do the NyQuil jingle? NyQuil will help you get your Z's.
No, they do
And make you cool.
the sleep. What is it? The can't sleep, can't something.
NyQuil, the
Sleep.
devil's in your dreams.
Oh my God!
That's what it feels like when you're falling asleep.
It's so scary, dude. It really is.
But you know what? You will wake up on the other side of a cold sweat and be like, I don't feel sick as when I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Or you could be like me, where I take it and somehow I can't go pee.
I'm just telling my red
You
blood
guys are all
cells.
wussies, man.
You're right. Well, I'm not going to argue that.
I'm on NyQuil right now.
I told you, I'm a wuss and I'm a drama queen, and I'm a terrible person when it comes to illness. You don't want me around.
Either way, sick or
Or just
as
healthy.
a caregiver.
Or healthy. I mean. All right, today's contest is sponsored by
CarStar Auto Body, your auto body repair experts, locally owned with nationwide guarantees. See carstar.com for a location near you.
we're going to play a game called Mind Meld. So we'll get you on the phone. You guys will pick 2 Riz Show members. Rafe will say a word.
I'm not even going to say a word. We're going to say, let's do a test run, just so they know
All
before
right.
they bet.
So how do we start?
You just start. All right, let's do, we'll do Learn and Moon.
Okay.
Learn and Moon.
Okay, here we go.
When I count, on the count of 3, say the first word that pops into your heads.
Lock it up.
collectively. Ready?
Lock it up.
3, 2, 1.
Radio.
Calendar.
Calendar and radio. What is the common word that would connect calendar and radio? 3, 2, 1.
Day
Event.
What did you say?
I said
Day
day
part.
part.
Day part?
Event.
Day part and event. Okay.
Day part. I don't know what that means.
It's
Day part?
the time of the show.
Day part and event.
Here we go.
Boy, we started hard.
Common word to connect day part and event. 3, 2,
guys got
1.
this.
Microphone. Oh,
Microphone
that's
and
good.
remote.
Okay.
What
Okay.
common word would link microphone
Here
to
we go.
remote? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Studio.
Broadcast.
God dang, you're right, broadcast.
close.
I'm blowing
This is
this.
the last one?
You're getting close. Studio.
You only get 5, right?
Yeah, you only
Oh
get-
God!
Studio
Oh
and
God!
broadcast.
5
Studio
chances to
and
connect.
studio and broadcast.
All right, here we go.
We get 2 more chances. 3, 2, 1.
Riz
DJ.
Show.
DJ and Riz show. This should get there. This is your last chance.
There we
DJ, Riz show. 3, 2, 1.
Rizzuto.
You did it.
Woo! Yes.
You did it.
So that's the game.
Okay.
You can
That's
bet that they
tough,
will get
man.
there or they won't.
In 5.
In 5 chances. After the first word is said, you get 5 opportunities to connect.
All right, if you guess correctly, you will get Pointfest tickets.
Is it okay that we had 2 words? Like Scott Rizzuto is 2 words.
It's still okay.
Okay.
You want to try to
Like
do
a
one
proper
word.
noun is fine.
You want to do like one word, but if you
All right.
said this, if you get to a proper noun and you both say the same person, it'll be
Kyle?
counted.
Yes, sir.
All right, pick 2 people.
Let's go Riz and Moon.
Riz and Moon, do you think
You
they
and
will
me,
connect? Do you think they will mind meld, or do you think they will not?
They're going to connect.
Connect.
Okay.
All right,
Good
I
for
will
Kyle.
run
Says
the
connect.
game. All right, here we go. What was your name, bud?
Kyle.
That's Kyle.
Kyle, good luck. Here we go. Riz and Moon. When I count down from 3, say the first word that pops into each of your heads. In 3, 2, 1.
Cat.
NyQuil.
Cat and NyQuil. Cat and NyQuil. What is the connecting word that would connect cat to NyQuil?
Here we go.
In 3, 2, 1.
Learn.
Sneeze.
Did you say sleep?
Sneeze.
Sneeze and learn.
Learn.
Here we go.
Sneeze and learn. Sneeze and learn. What connects sneeze and learn in the middle? Common word. 3, 2, 1.
Tim.
Hypochondriac.
Tim and hypochondriac.
Tim and
I don't
hypochondriac.
know why we're focusing on my life.
And we
Here
can't
go.
repeat
We're doing
words, right?
all people's names in common nouns, by the way. Not. So we're at Tim and what?
Hypochondriac.
Tim and
No.
hypochondriac.
Oh
Poor
no.
Tim.
Oh gosh.
What is a common word that would connect Tim and hypochondriac? 3,
Tim and
2, 1.
LOL. I can't say it.
Learn and
I thought we
We're
couldn't.
really getting stuck in a vortex here, guys.
There is a
Learn
way
and
to get out
LOL.
of this.
There is?
Yeah, there's something
Yes,
that you could
there's-
say.
Oh, so we can't repeat the word.
You can. I mean, you can if you want.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Learn.
would have said learn.
Yeah. All right. Learn and LOL.
There is something you could say here.
3, 2, 1.
Lauren. God dang.
Lauren
What'd you-
and woman. Lauren was what I was thinking.
Lauren and woman. You get one more chance. Actually.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lauren and woman.
And we can repeat what we've already
Let's
said.
not give hints. So let's go 3,
All
2, 1.
Learn.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
I can't believe you guys figured that out.
That was
I'm
probably
just-
the worst example I've
That
ever
was-
seen. We just
that
said
was an
people's
example of
names.
what
Here's
not
what I
to
got.
do.
Say Riz.
You guys just said people's names
All right, Kyle, you win.
until you got there.
So
Should we
we-
take names off the
Bill!
table?
Marty!
Let's take names off.
Linda! And I'm like, guys, you could just say words. No, we're doing names, dude.
All right,
Okay,
I
names
you
off.
can't repeat.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You're going to probably come back around, but that's fine. No, you want to do no repeats?
Is it
No repeats, no names.
No repeat Tuesday.
No repeat, no names.
No repeats.
Now you make it tough.
You could do, I mean, we got to Riz with radio and DJ.
Names, I think, are right. Names, no repeats.
Names, no
Names,
repeats.
No
Okay.
repeats. Okay.
All right.
All right, Dominic, you got Scott, Rafe, or Learn. You got
Can I do Scott and Rafe?
Scott and Rafe.
Fantastic.
Okay, here we go.
We're melding.
All right.
You want me to host while you guys do
Yep,
this?
somebody's got to
Okay.
count it down.
Oh, got it.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, and you guys say the first word that comes to mind.
That's right.
3, 2, 1.
Concert.
Cat and
Cat
concert.
and concert. I like we're
Concert.
using words from the last one. Great.
Okay,
Cat
great.
and concert.
Here we go. Find
How about no
Mine
repeats
health.
for the day?
Got it.
3, 2, 1.
Muppets.
Learn. Oh,
I had to. You just
That'd be
said
a
it.
long
Here we
game.
go. All right, Learn and
Pick the
Muppets.
stupidest people on the planet to play this game with.
Here we go. Why am I dumb? 3, 2.
Wait, what were even the words?
No, Learn and
Muppet,
Muppets.
Learn,
Learn.
and you said Muppets?
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Muppet.
3, 2, 1.
Sesame
Entertainment.
Street. All right.
Entertainment.
Entertainment, Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Let's
Ready?
go. 3, 2, 1.
Kids.
show.
All right.
TV show. And this is
Kids.
the final, or no?
No, wait,
Final
two
one.
more.
2 more.
All right. Kids and TV show.
3, 2, 1.
Fun.
No, I couldn't think of anything.
Well, how are we supposed to do it if there's not a second
Let's try it
word?
again. Let's try that one again.
This is the last one now.
All right. So we're
Well, you didn't say anything. So
You said fun. We'll do kids and TV show again. Ready?
But you can't say fun.
You can say, I got it. It's in my head now.
3, 2, 1.
Nickelodeon. All right, we didn't get it.
Oh, did Dominic's...
They didn't pick.
Just give him
I didn't even
You're actually just crushing today. I mean, I'm so glad.
You win.
I love taking my free time to come up with new things for us to do.
Okay.
And having it go so well.
You're going to Pointfest, Dominic.
Dominic wins.
I love it. Nobody wins.
Okay.
Dominic wins, though.
Dominic
gets
you're
tickets.
fired.
Oh,
You
we're
can
all
never
winning.
play a game again.
We forgot to ask him. If he,
We did. We got really
We are all winning.
They have 2 questions you ask. Who they want to play, and are we going to get it?
Yep. Pretty simple.
all right, Mike.
What's up?
Oh, hey.
All right. Mike,
Welcome to the chaos.
Learn and who else? Pick somebody else.
Let's go Learn and Moon.
Learn and Moon. Okay.
Okay, we can
Mike,
do it.
do you think they will be able to achieve the connection or no?
No.
No.
No connection.
No connection.
Finally, a smart bet. Here we go.
Oh, right.
We got this.
How
I'll
insulting.
count down from 3. First word that comes into your minds. 3, 2, 1.
Waterfall.
Space and waterfall. Now the common word to connect space and waterfall. 3, 2, 1.
Mountain.
Moon and mountain.
Okay.
Moon and mountain. What connects those 2 words together? 3, 2, 1.
Tranquility.
Camping and tranquility.
Camping and tranquility. What connects camping to tranquility? 3, 2, 1.
Stars.
Forest and stars.
Wait.
Forest and stars. What connects those 2 things together? 3, 2, 1.
Dark.
Trees.
Dark and trees.
Last one.
Dark.
Wait.
Dark and trees.
What were the words that you've said before?
Tree doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Got to connect what these 2
But there's
words
no
have in
repeats.
common.
Yeah,
But there's no repeats.
So space, waterfall, moon, mountain, camping, tranquility, stars, forest, and now we are on dark trees.
Dark trees. Oh.
There is a word.
3, 2, 1.
Shade.
Christmas.
Shade and Christmas.
Shade. You're right.
Bet.
All right, Mike, congratulations.
Christmas.
Mike wins.
You made me rush into it, and I had nothing. All I
Job,
thought,
Mike.
I was thinking dark colored
AJ.
trees.
Hi, good morning.
All right, you got me, Rafe, or King Scott.
Let's do Rafe and Riz.
Rafe.
All right, the R&R.
Should we get it, or are we going to connect or no?
No connection.
Okay.
Oh, you son of a... All right.
Here we go.
Let's prove him wrong.
I'll count
Make
you
him
down.
eat it. Lock in, dude.
I don't want to see AJ at Pointfest.
Lock in,
R&R
AJ.
Express. Here we go.
He's going to Pointfest.
AJ's
3, 2, 1.
Race
Chlamydia. All right.
Chlamydia and race car.
Ready?
Got this.
3, 2, 1.
Dale
Herpes.
Earnhardt. All right.
Herpes and Dale Earnhardt.
Herpes. Dale Earnhardt and herpes.
Hit him.
3, 2, 1.
Condom.
Condom and doctor.
Condom and doctor.
3, 2, 1.
Urologist. Okay.
STD,
Urologist.
urologist.
And ST.
Go for it.
We got this.
3,
We got this.
Here you
2, 1.
Gonorrhea.
Oh, the answer is gonorrhea. God, he's got.
We got one more.
STD and urology.
Penis
You're just
and
always,
gonorrhea
you're just
are
always
the
looking
words.
for an excuse to yell that word.
Penis.
There is a word. There is
This
something.
is it. We
This
got
is
this.
it.
Here we go.
What are the words?
Penis and gonorrhea.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Discharge.
Oh, I thought it was wart.
Both symptoms.
I thought it was wart.
I thought it was wart.
Congratulations, AJ. Hang on.
Job.
We were very close.
We were dancing
very
around
close.
How did you guys start a NASCAR and get down to gonorrhea?
Chlamydia and race car.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let the previous words go and focus on the last
I know.
two sets.
We almost had that.
It's just amazing to see the track.
All right, Cameron. Hello.
Hello.
All right, King Scott and pick somebody else.
Learn.
Learn.
All right.
King Scott and Learn. I can't wait for this one.
This is gonna
Are
be
they going to
great.
get it or not get it?
I don't think they're going to get it.
Okay, I don't
Damn
think
it,
so either.
Cameron. All right.
Here we go. King and Learn. Do your minds.
Yep.
Make eye contact.
Yeah.
Mind your melds. Meld your minds. And the first things that come into your head, 3, 2, 1.
Ice
Birthday.
cream.
Oh, birthday and ice cream. Let's hit it out of the gate.
Holy
Oh,
crud.
man.
Birthday and ice cream. And if you don't get this, I'm going to be so pissed.
Yeah, here it
3, 2, 1.
Cake.
Sorry,
On
Cameron.
2. Man, that's
Cameron.
an
Killed it.
impressive Wordle
Whoa.
score.
That was
We're just
good.
thinking
You
heavy
know what?
right
This is
there.
our game, pal. Yeah.
Whoa.
It can be done.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
After two
When you hit it, it feels so good, dude.
Broken
Doesn't it feel
rounds.
good?
So good.
Don't you guys feel like you're maybe Mensa right now for getting that?
Yeah.
All right, last contestant. Devin,
much.
hello.
Hello, good morning.
All right, you've got me, Rafe, and Moon.
Let's go with Moon and Riz.
Moon and Riz.
Hey, by the way, did the last guy think that they were going to get it?
No.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, we got
What a good
We
ball.
got your ass,
He messed
Cameron.
All right, Devin, you think we're going to get it or no?
I have faith in you two.
Oh.
You'll get it.
Okay, okay.
I love it. I love the confidence, and I'm absorbing it.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go, dude. Watch.
First thing that pops in your minds, boys, in 3, 2, 1.
Fire.
Telephone.
Telephone and fire.
Oh, God.
Fire and telephone. What is the common word between fire
Oh, I got
and
it. I
telephone?
got it.
3, 2, 1.
Battery.
Tree and battery.
What is the common word between tree and battery? 3, 2, 1.
Flame.
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack and flame.
Okay.
Lumberjack and flame. What is the common word
Okay, here we go.
between?
Here we go. I got it.
There's a word.
I got it.
You better get
I got it. I got it. I got it.
3, 2, 1.
Wood.
What?
Did you say wood?
You totally just
cheated so
your
bad.
dude.
What the hell was that?
That wasn't even real.
He's under the desk.
The hell? He's gone under the desk.
Wood. What are we going to say, man?
What's happening?
Oh, man. You total cheat. That's great.
We got it. Tickets.
Wow.
Did you both say wood?
I said swood.
What were you going to say?
Spark.
Saw.
Did you cheat?
Oh, man.
You openly cheated.
Oh, dude.
Hey, you
Wow.
All right. Well,
Congrats, Devin.
Yeah, way to go, Devin.
It's good
congrats
to
on
connect.
Swood.
I mean, Saw was good, too.
Gosh.
Oh, we did it,
I was thinking
guys.
firefighter, yeah, but
I was thinking forest fire
there you go.
You
It's
know?
2 words, but yeah.
or swood.
In all honesty, I was going to say saw, but then I was going to change my answer to wood.
Swood.
And then he said wood, and it sounded weird.
That's all right. Way to go, Devin.
Devin's going to Pointfest. All right.
That's what's important.
That's what's important. All right. Also important, Lauren's got to take some shots.
Oh, yeah.
And who else got to take shots?
King
Scott.
Scott.
Sorry, buddy.
Just you two?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the break, Lauren lost 2 weeks, and King Scott lost 1 week. So Lauren's got 13 shots coming her way.
Oh, my
We'll
God.
break them up.
Yeah, I can't do that. If that makes me a wuss, so be it.
The body can't absorb that much. It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad, yeah.
Scott, how many do you have coming your way?
He has 3.
Okay. Fires out in California, man. You know, in addition to obviously the property and the human aspect of it, we're about pets.
Oh, yes. Man, I've seen so many people saving little fawns and cats. I mean, but there's so many pets that were in homes. Maybe their owners weren't home.
Well, and
you know?
there was a video making arounds yesterday. So this California fire victim wasn't home when the evacuation notice went out, but his dogs were. And his home burnt to the ground in the Palisades fire. And one of his dogs spent 5 nights surviving in the neighborhood before being reunited.
Yeah.
No way.
This video is so emotional.
It's so over the top, it almost seems fake.
Yeah.
But it's not.
And I don't know how I would react if I was reunited with my pet who I thought was dead.
Oh, my goodness.
And again, he couldn't go to his house because it was an evacuation zone and his dogs were there.
Right. And he was getting interviewed by NBC.
And NBC was there. Cameras were rolling when he was reunited.
They're trying to get to my house for 5 hours. I literally rescued them off the street. They deserve better than this.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How do I get to my house?
It's
Tika Tika. It's Tika Tika. It's Tika Tika. Hi, Boo Boo. How's the fire? Oh, honey.
So he can't go through the gate. It's.
Oh, my God, you're alive. You're alive. Oh, honey. Oh,
I love it so much.
It's so over the top. And it seems fake, but I think it's genuine.
It is genuine.
Yeah, if you're going to fake that, I don't think you'd have that kind of reaction.
There's another edit of the video where he is, thank you, Jesus! Like, he's on the gate, like,
yeah,
and he's like, where's
screaming.
NBC? Like, he couldn't wait to, like,
So did he-
share that he found his dogs.
He got both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, he found both of the
found
dogs.
both of his dogs.
5 days, yeah.
Yeah.
How great.
So I guess the dog that he was, I think its name was Oreo, that he's finding, that he's calling Tika Tika, like a little nickname, I assume. That dog was roaming in the neighborhood.
Yeah, for 5 days,
For
just
5
roaming.
days.
How did it get out of the house?
I don't know. I almost want to say that it had to have been a neighbor that knew that maybe he was gone and opened up the doors or tried to get him out. I don't know.
Wow.
And it came down
Maybe
from,
the glass
rubble.
broke and they were able to jump
Maybe.
through somehow.
I have a doggy door.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, dog
yeah.
door. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
Or-
you want one there.
The house burned down around them. And
Yeah.
he ran
I
out.
was like,
mean,
all right, I
it's-
guess I'm free.
Yeah, the house is rubble.
Yeah.
Boy.
I like, how's the fire?
How's the fire?
That's what I was.
It just sounded, it reminded
sounds
me
fake.
of the movie Midsummer. Like when they're- Like,
I never saw it.
and you're like, no one makes those noises. Well, go see it, or when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking
If
about.
our house burned down and our dog was missing for 5 days, I can assure you I have no idea what kind of sounds would come out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
it
would
could
all,
be that.
But they
I'm
would
not-
all be a surprise, I'm sure, to everyone and myself.
It could be that sound. I don't know.
I would be so relieved.
That is
and
unbridled
So thankful.
joy.
It was.
The man lost his house, but damn it, the dog survived.
So happy for him.
That's so cool.
All right, I'm also happy to get these shots out of the way.
Yeah, me too.
Well, actually, you know what? So Lauren's got 13 shots coming her way, and you could stop with the text messages and the emails. Yeah, the shots are coming today.
Yeah.
Especially the one guy. There's like one really guy fixated on this that it's you crossed over to a weird place, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to shoot her. Calm down. There's one guy that emailed like 20 times. It's like, when's they're getting her shots? When are you shooting Lauren? And I'm like, who are you, dude?
Maybe he really enjoys my screaming.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
did my
Like,
best
it
to not
started
remind
to feel
him.
a little,
Or it's, you know,
Now it's Joe time.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he has a fetish
That's
for
what we're all
women
saying.
screaming, which is
well, you'll get
pretty
2 days
disturbing.
because we'll do 6 today and 7 tomorrow.
Fine.
Or should we break it up into 3 days? I think we should maybe break it up into 3 days.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It's your show. What do you want to do? I love that we're breaking it up. That's good enough for me.
Let's
so.
do 3 today
Okay.
I would do
3 tomorrow.
4 today.
All right, 4 today.
So
3
the easier.
tomorrow, and then 4.
That's 12. 3 times 4 is 12.
And do you also have shots coming?
You have 3 shots coming to you, my
All right,
friend.
4, 4, 4.
4, 4, and 4. Okay. And then one. Well, no,
And
we
then
need
one bonus one.
And one bonus. So 5 on Friday.
5 on Friday.
Okay.
We're off Friday.
Oh, well.
Yay! You did it.
5 on Monday. Okay,
She
let's go.
promises
Let's
to
do
do it
4
on
today.
Friday.
All right.
Okay.
Scott, you got 3 coming your way?
9 in
It
Feb.
doesn't matter. We can just do one. It'll work.
No.
the same.
9 in Feb.
No, seriously, the body can't take 7. I mean,
It hurts.
your body will shut down.
Everything above 3 is infuriating.
All right. Ready? Aim. Oh, boy.
Got
Okay.
her first.
1, 2.
Yeah.
No, that's 1 for Scott.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, 2 for Scott.
Golly. Oh, all right.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, 3 for Scott. Scott's done.
God.
You jerk. Same
Scott's done.
Man, that was on purpose.
It wasn't exactly.
Way to go,
All right,
buddy.
same spot,
season's
and it's
over.
inner.
Season's over.
2, 1.
Oh, man.
God.
Where'd that hit?
2, 1.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
You got 1 more.
Oh, golly. Jeez, I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Okay, well.
Y'all got some bouncy butts. One came off of Scott's butt and came all the way back to the door.
Did it, guys.
You bounce a quarter off mine.
At least you balanced it out. I mean,
Yeah, it
Both
gave
cheeks.
Scott 3 in a row.
Yeah, but he got on the left one. It was inner and the same exact spot twice.
Nice.
I'm a marksman, man.
Why are
I
you
don't
going
know.
inner now?
All right,
I'm a professional.
Moon,
He's,
quick.
He's gotten mean with it.
what's that movie with Joseph Fiennes' Enemy at the Gate? You're the wolf. You're the guy like you're shooting through the scope.
Yeah.
Hey,
get me
if
in
you
the
guys
same
missed
exact
it,
place.
we did the big Fast Lane Riz Show Pick'em Challenge reveal for who won the entire competition.
Yeah.
The Fast Lane, congratulations, they did take it. If you missed the envelope opening, check the podcast out. 7 o'clock hour, we did the big reveal. It's disappointing, but listen, I'm happy we tied it up. We did great. It was a miracle we made it this far. So congratulations, Riz Show.
Thank you.
All right, Moon, quick sports report. What do you got?
Dallas Cowboys fans and haters got the news that they were waiting for. Mike McCarthy not returning as head coach for the Cowboys. His contract with the team was up, and they said,
You're fired!
bye.
You're fired. And in case your ears are get the out!
That's Jerry Jones.
That's right. Jerry Jones and McCarthy could not agree on a new contract. So McCarthy was 49-35 in his 6 years with the Cowboys. Will move on. Speaking of moving on, Tyson Fury announced his retirement from boxing. Fury posted a video on social media on Monday where he said, quote, "I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing." He also added that it's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it. God bless everybody. See you on the other side. Fury is a former heavyweight champion who threatened retirement in 2013 and in 2017. He actually, quote, retired in April 2022, but then returned to action in December of that year. So he seems to be the Brady of the boxing world, and we'll see what happens.
Listen, I'm done getting punched in the face.
Time to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah. The Rams paid tribute to the city's firefighters and first responders as they beat Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, to clinch the last spot in the week 2 of the NFL playoffs. We who had the Vikings, what were we thinking? We should have known that this was scripted. It's a scripted sport after all, and this was bound to happen. The game, as we know, was moved to Arizona, yet it still felt like a home game for the Rams. They romped the Vikings 27-9 after,
It was a blowout.
the Vikings just got their butts kicked. Now, the Rams sold more than 52,000 tickets for the 63-capacity venue in Phoenix, which is only a 6-hour, 375-mile drive from SoFi Stadium. So it's basically still a home game for them, which is fine because they won the advantage. That leaves us with the AFC divisional round game for Saturday. It's the Texans and the Chiefs Saturday at 3:30. Then the NFC divisional round that night for the Saturday 7 p.m. game is the Commanders versus the Lions. Then Sunday, we'll start off with the Rams and the Eagles at 2 p.m. That's on Channel 5. And the Ravens and the Bills will take the 5:30 game on Channel 4. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. All right, thank you all for tuning in. We covered a lot of ground today. If you missed anything, make sure you check out the podcast. That's courtesy of Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Also, the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. What is today's podcast title, Moon?
Just Joe.
Just Joe. All right.
Just Joe.
When in doubt, just Joe. All right, what else you got?
So Monster Jam is Saturday and Sunday. I will be at the pit party. This is where you have the opportunity for you, your family, your friends, everybody to be down on the dirt with the trucks, with the drivers. There's games, there's slides, there's all sorts of stuff. It is a lot of fun. If you've never done the pit party and you've seen Monster Jam, you're probably jealous of those that are down in the pit party, so come hang with us. I think the pit party goes from 11:30 to 3:30, but I'll be there from 1:30 to 3:30. You'll see a Point booth. Come on by and hang out. Say Energy Up. It'll be a lot of fun. Join me for the pit party, and then, of course, we'll be there for the show at 5 p.m. on Saturday. And then on February 1st, the Teenage Dirtbags is playing Art Inside Schlafly Tap Room. It's this huge art festival that is all about St. Louis artists. 40-plus artists. We got Steve Ewing Duo, The Winks, Middle Class Fashion, The 45, Steve Woolley, Number One Sons, Adam and the Teenage Dirtbags are all performing throughout the weekend, and then, of course, live tattoos as well. It's a very cool thing, and it is free. It is friggin' free. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, January 31st, February 1st, and February 2nd.
All right, Learn.
Just follow me on the socials at Learn versus Radio. Thanks.
Rafe.
I got nothing.
Oh, you got a number 2 show today.
I got a number 2 show today. Besides that, I got nothing.
All right, make sure you tune in 4 o'clock. Number 2 show. Scott.
You guys know how I want to work in TV? Well,
What?
I'm happy to say some big news here. Every week on Wednesday night, check out Columbus to the Rescue, because I'm a part of the show now, baby.
Oh, you are?
I'll be helping out there.
Holy
crap,
Not a big deal,
You
but a
better
huge
not
deal.
be leaving this show for that show. okay?
Congratulations, man.
You know,
I know he's
hate to
very
see you go, pal.
mesmerizing.
he gave me a private jet to fly over there.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
So,
can't give you a
Columbus.
jet.
Columbus to the Rescue, Wednesdays on the YouTube.
Yeah, on the
That's so
internet.
great.
Now on the internet. So hopefully you get dial-up, whatever it is, and watch it.
Are you going to get a new name?
No, I'll still, but I'll be hiding behind the scenes for a minute, and then eventually bounce on.
Okay.
Man,
You'll
that's
see
so
me.
cool.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From St. Peter's, Tim Hahn is our Teamers Member of the Day.
Tim Hahn.
And Tim wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Remember, get all the Pointfest details at 1057thepoint.com. Donnie's next. Bye.
Energy
Toodaloo.
up.